everybody. This is session 28 of the Goblodyssey. It's like the Odyssey, but with goblins. Today we have Even, the Shark Instinct Barbarian, Frankko, the Braggart Swashbuckler, Mendax, the Scoundrel Rogue, Puck, the Hair-Obsessed Cosmos Oracle, and Squirrel, the Precision Crossbow Ace Ranger. Does anybody remember what happened in the last session? And you get a little extra recap, because Squirrel has missed like 2 or 3 sessions, I think.
Okay. So, very quickly, we fought our way through the witches. We fought our way off the witch island. We found a big gnarled tree where they sacrificed Mervos. We burned that fucker down. We headed out to Kirky. Kirky advises us about Prometheus, advises us about the Green Island, and that there's another demigod who's into plants there. We're sort of concerned about whether that's the Consolari because they wear cloaks made out of leaves. Anyway, we head over to Dinosaur Island. We climb up the mountain, and we're doing our best to get there. In terms of a more detailed TLDR kind of thing, we came back right after we had fought an illusory octopus, even wrestled and calmed Squirrel. Mendax rips a little arrow out of him, and we realize that somebody's messing with us. Medics can't figure out if the arrow is poison, but Mendax does find that there's dust on the arrow that's somehow ingrained in the tip. Frankko slips into the open space, scanning for our archer. He plays his flute and plays a fey folk song and plays it kind of poop. And he says, "Come on out, we can discuss it." And he sees him at the tiny little fey man. He laughs and makes a gust of wind blow Franco's rapier into the lake. Frankko messages him that we mean no harm, but he just giggles and runs off. We climb the mountain. Even points out a shortcut ledge, and poor climbers get to use it. We try and rope it with Puck in the lead. Mendax slips, and we learn all about grabbing an edge. Puck can't hold the rope, and Mendax manages not to get scraped as he slides down. Even scoops him up, and we continue. Pterodactyls are next. Frankko hisses at them to throw them off in lassos, even jumps up and wrestles Woen to the ground. We basically take away their strength to swoop and escape with our tactics. Mendax headshots one. Puck continues to crit all the damn time. The one that gets away bleeds to death because Puck has crit it. Frankko kills another, even scrambles up some rocks, dives and grabs the last one. Mendax distracts it so that Frankko can get another rope on it. It shrugs up even and then realizes too late that it's got a rope on it. Strains against the rope, falls to the ground. Puck crits again. Even butchers it. Puck cuts their hair. We move on to the giant marble doo-doo monsters. The Destroyers. What were they?
Is it
Earthen
Destroyer?
Destroyers? Destriers, yes. Earthen Destriers. I learned because I was doing some of the writing in voice chat. Basically, even tosses a ball of intestines. They don't care for the guts because they're made out of literal living marble. We roll shit. They roll incredibly for a while. Things seem really bad, but with some luck, some crits, we manage to prevail at great physical cost. Even gets a pile of stuff to burn, like lichens, moss, that sort of stuff. We heal and make camp, planning to summit the mountain at night. And that was where we ended.
That is accurate. Does anybody remember anything else, or anything else they want to know about their character? Is there any questions, Will, you might have coming back into it?
We should probably mention the octopus was familiar looking.
Oh yeah, the octopus was the exact octopus from the Church of Gazre. So I don't know if they're reading our minds or pulling it from our brains, or if somebody's giving them advice. But here we are. It's just the illusion filling in details with our mind.
My quick question is, what's the plan when we get to the, where we're going?
We're just kind of curious if he's there, or if
Don't
he's
get eaten by something with a 40 to 50 foot wingspan and try to talk to Prometheus.
Look at this guy thinking we have a plan.
Okay.
He's clearly rusty.
We can't have a plan. It's all about improvising.
I don't know.
We didn't have the goblin who's usually bugging us about forming a plan before we go into the past few sessions. So
Yeah, they're just burning through stuff really fast. No thinking, just going. So that's right. And so last night when you started looking for a campsite, you didn't roll exceptionally well. So Frankko was able to lead you to find basically kind of a depression, like not a crevasse, but a depression in the mountain that is kind of deflecting most of the wind. But he and Squirrel both are aware that it's only going to get colder as the sun is setting and it's going to be nighttime soon. It's only going to get colder. And you do believe this might be a concerning level of cold to have to deal with throughout a whole night if this is the best shelter you've got. So does anybody have any ideas or anything you want to do?
Well, I think the plan was to make a fire and then be moving during the night. Yeah.
Are you
I'm
going
fine
for
with
a
that.
full rest, or like is everybody, like people sleeping, or what?
I think we were. It's like middle afternoon. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I'd say late afternoon at this point, but yeah.
Yeah. We were gonna rest until dark and then head up and then probably head down and find a better camp. Was my thought. I don't know what you guys think.
Yeah, I've still got a good bit of juice, and I can refocus with just a 15-minute meditation.
Okay. Does anybody need a full rest, like a full 8 hours sleep, or are you guys gonna? You're just gonna. Okay. All right. So you found a crevasse, and you spent some time healing there. I think you spent like almost like over an hour, right? How many heal checks did you make?
I think we assumed it's between almost 2 hours by the time we were done.
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
that was largely the purpose of the crevasse. Was
Okay. Okay. So as a note, Puck, you were wounded too last time we played. So just to recap those rules, because we've only bumped into them like once or twice in our playthrough, that is a very dangerous place to be. So you've healed the full HP since then. You've had 10 minutes of rest, so you're no longer at wounded 2. You're back to normal. But let's just touch a little bit on what was going on there. So when you get knocked down to 0 hit points, you go to dying 1, if nothing else is the case. So you go to dying
Right.
1, and if you hit, every time your turn comes up, you roll a flat check, and if you fail it, you move up a level. You go to dying 2, dying 3, dying 4, you're dead. If you get healed while you're at dying 1, you come back up, you start fighting again, then you get dying goes away and you get wounded 1 instead. And then the next time you get knocked down, you get jumped up. Instead of dying 1, you go to dying 2 because your wounded gets added to the dying level, blah, blah, blah. So basically, you being wounded 2 meant if you get knocked down again, you'd be dying 3 and 1 failed save from dead.
okay.
So that was very close to dead.
Duly noted.
But yeah, but now you're fine. You've bandaged yourself up. You and Mendax together have been bandaging people up, and you are fine now. And yeah, so you found your crevasse, and you spent 2 hours kind of healing up, and the sun is beginning to set, and you guys are gonna head up to the top of the mountain. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. You begin heading up the mountain, and you go for about another 40 minutes, and the wind here is getting stronger and stronger. I have sounds now I should be playing. Ugh. Where is it? Feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Where is it?
Oh, there's one elixir of life left in the common loot.
Oh, yes. Please take
Squirrel, do you
potions.
have any potions?
I do have an elixir of life, a minor, and looks like that's it with respect to healing.
All right. Does anybody else not have a healing potion? I don't have one, but I can heal myself, so it's
I
not
do
as
not.
much of an issue. Yeah, you should take that then for sure.
I will get in the common loot and I will take it.
Okey-dokey. Alright, so you hike for a long time, and the wind continues to pick up, and the cold air here feels as though it cuts through any area of exposed skin you have. So you've all taken some sort of pain to dress up. None of you actually had full-on cold weather gear, but Frankko is wearing one of the raptor costume on top of it, and Mendax is wearing 2 layers of clothes, and you're all
Forgot
doing
about
very
that.
goblinish things to try to stay warm. And you don't believe you're in any danger at the moment, but you are a little worried, in the middle of the night, if you were delayed up here for a while, things could get a little hairy. And now I will call for a survival check. Anybody can make a survival check. Oh, and Squirrel, would you bring Raplius on this trip up a mountain? Squirrel, would you bring Raplius? Would you bring the raptor up the mountain?
Oh, how in general is Raplius holding up in the cold? Like, does it seem like it's fine, or is it, is he doing worse and worse?
That's a wonderful question. I don't know much about them, but they are cold-blooded, and it is pretty cold. So we'll
Are they
say,
bird dinosaurs or are they reptiles?
I assume they're reptiles, but I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, he's pretty well feathered.
I thought dinosaurs were warm-blooded. Wasn't that the whole Jurassic Park thing?
I don't know. Am I like outdated? Am I like too generations?
We have to look at Google immediately. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with he's fine. Just because I'd rather have him here.
If you want to bring him, he's fine.
Correct.
Okay, as long as it doesn't seem like the cold is killing him, then yes, I'm bringing him.
Okie dokie. The mountain grows steeper and steeper as you continue towards the tip of the Fang, but it also grows more and more narrow. And between everybody's survival checks there, between Squirrel and Frankko, you very easily make your way up around some of the rougher terrain, and then quickly find that there is a path curving upward around the spire. Essentially, you've gotten high enough now that you see something spiraling around the tip of the Fang. And then to see how well you traverse that, everybody's going to make an acrobatics check. Sorry, an athletics. No, forget that. That doesn't exist. Athletics check. And remember, we talked about this in the chat. You can use follow the expert for this. So go ahead and just roll it. And if you would be following the expert, if you think someone is a better climber than you, let me know. And if
You're also going to be inspired.
Oh, good. The Song of Strength is happening again.
And is this like a mountain climb? Because I do have my climbing gear too, if it's applicable.
Yes, you are climbing. There are areas of rough terrain and areas where climbing kits would certainly help. Yes. So again, if you want to follow the expert, basically, Even would have to be willing to help you climb, and you would have to be willing to take his help and kind of mimic what he's doing. So, is anybody doing that?
Can we mimic what he's doing? Isn't he just like spider crawling up?
Well, no. Only when he's in a rage. When he enters a rage, he literally gains a climb speed and can walk on walls, basically.
Got it.
But when he's just normal moving through the terrain, he has to make athletics checks. So yeah. So first off, Even, are you waiting for people? Do you think to do that?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So he's willing to help you guys climb. So if you want to, you can just say that you'd like to, and just roll normally, and we'll figure it out.
Is there a way for a rope to be tied around Evan's waist and a rope tied around my waist? Is like he just climbs up the wall and I just kind of bounce up the side of the hill right behind him?
Would he allow that?
You notice I've been avoiding the athletics check. I don't know if you noticed.
That's fine. You can just roll it, because again, if you follow the expert, if you're willing to let Even kind of coach you, you can have a +6 to it instead of whatever you have normally.
And Even's doing a lot of
Yeah. So you got a 20 Mendax and pocket.
Yeah. I mean, definitely, because it's a +1 for me otherwise.
Yeah,
so I'm
correct.
100% on board with that.
Yeah. Don't forget the song +7.
Sorry, apologies.
Yes.
+7. Don't forget the Bard song. Everyone's writing off the Bard song. Yeah, but there you go. So yeah, you all make pretty good time. Even Puck, who struggles with it, with even being willing to hang back and help him out, he is still making good time up the mountain. So you guys are doing great. And you have reached now the spiraling path essentially around the edge of the mountain that is going up to the tip. And now I can call for a perception check. So let me mash this button. Doodly. And Puck. Very nice. So Puck, Mendax, and Even, you are walking around like the spiral around the edge of the mountain, and it's kind of narrow in places between 10 and 20 feet, and it's kind of spiraling all the way up. And every time you do a revolution, you've gone up a couple 100 feet, and it's continuing up and up and up. And you are about to turn a corner when Puck, Mendax, and Even, you all hear something. So you are walking around the mountain's edge. Let me know when that map loads for you.
I'm in.
And you hear something breathing. Like heavy, labored breathing of a large creature.
So Puck will
Coming
kind
from in
of.
front of us or above us?
Hmm?
What kind of direction? In front of us? Coming around?
Just around the corner, essentially. Like you were about to turn this corner and head up, like you're going counterclockwise around this spiral, and you're about to turn the corner and you heard something large and heavy. So you can also arrange yourself however you would be down here. But you're about to turn.
Which way are we going? To the right?
You're going counterclockwise in a circle up. So you're going to the right and up and then back around would be what you were doing. So set up
I will
however
try
you
to
want.
signal to those who did notice that there is something up ahead quietly.
Yeah, Puck would turn back and hold up a hand.
Right. What would you like to do?
Puck will attempt to squoze himself. This looks like a very squozable area.
Yeah, I'll give you
Over
skills
here.
layers. Yeah, so that is very steep going up, but you can wedge yourself into the crevasses at the bottom.
I want to, yeah, basically I want to try to kind of squoze my way around, like doing like work my way around within crevasses, if that's an option.
Well, you'd have to climb really high.
Dude.
So again, that's very steep. The mountain at this point is very, very steep, so you'd have to be making athletic checks to climb to get up that high.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't not to actually climb up there, but just basically to try to conceal, like to get a look around the corner from some sort of concealment.
Sure. Make an acrobatics check, and we'll say that you kind of jump a little bit, kick off, and kind of squoze into a part over here. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to move you just a little bit. Oops, I have everybody selected. That wouldn't be good. All right. I'm going to move you just a little bit because I need to actually move you around the edge the way the wall is drawn. So you see from your little vantage point over there that there is a mouth of an open cave, and you see a large beast emanating out of it. So you squoze yourself over to here. You're technically here. But you go there and you see a large beast. It is... Where is it? You see a majested flying lizard giraffe thing asleep in a cave. And I will show you a majestic flying lizard giraffe thing.
Jesus.
Yeah.
How does its size compare to the other flying creatures we fought?
It is much, much larger than the other flying creatures you fought. I see if I
Same
can get some-
species or just a much larger
No,
version? Or is
it
something
appears
completely
physically
new?
different.
Okay.
It definitely, like, the forearms on this thing, the way that it's sleeping, it looks like it has, like, massively powerful forearms that are also wings. And it's much, much larger. The neck is much longer. It's definitely different. So Puck,
I
you see a
estimate
straight-
like a height if it like standing, like in that posture that was in the picture.
You are pretty sure that its wingspan is probably 40 to 50 feet, which correlates to what you saw previously. And I don't know how tall they are, but I'd have to look. It doesn't say in the bestiary entry. But I'll...
Giraffe-ish. Fine
Yeah,
enough.
giraffe-ish is an answer, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
At least 20
Big.
feet tall.
All right. So we will and some sort of corpse.
And there is a corpse, yes. There is a humanoid body next to it. Its head, the beast's head, is laying sleeping next to it, but not on top of it.
That's a point of concern. All right. We'll squeeze our way back. Do I need a second roll
No,
to squeeze
you're
back
good.
successful?
You
All
can
right,
give
thank
that.
you.
We'll give you that one.
That's a pretty excellent way to squeeze around the corner rather than the standard stealth check.
All right, so Buck will kind of emerge from an impossibly small crevasse in the rocks. There's another flying one, but larger.
Big enough to be the one we saw?
Much larger. It could be, yes. But also, the god is dead.
Is that the god?
I'd assume.
Okay. He's at the top, isn't he? We're not at the top, correct?
This is not the top.
Well, never mind then.
Was the body bigger than a normal
There's a-
human, or was it
yeah.
the same size as normal human?
From how far he saw, he assumes it's a normal human-sized body.
Yeah.
Sneak by? Up and over?
Did the creature seem, I should have asked while I was over there. Did it seem, like you said, it was doing like a weird heavy breathing? Did it seem like it was wounded in some way, or?
You saw no visible wounds, but it was
Yeah.
breathing very heavily, as if in a deep sleep.
Oh, okay.
Labored breaths.
And besides the dead body, were there any other signs of human activity?
Not that Puck saw. Just kidding.
Yeah, he shakes his head. So I was focused on the dinosaur.
Move slowly, go wide around. Yeah?
Best not to wake it, I think.
Or go straight up, try to go over?
Is this actually snowy or icy like it looks?
Yes, it is. You're reached the point where now it's not like feet of snow, but there is snow pretty much everywhere now, yeah. And the
What
mountain
do I
is-
estimate, like,
Sorry?
the climb would be? This is a very difficult climb?
Yes, this would be an arduous climb. For you, you would have no trouble with it, but for your party, even with you helping them with ropes, it would be a struggle.
We could have it even go up while we try to go around.
Yeah.
I could do that and watch. Go from tree to tree to tree. Okay. Even doesn't wait and just starts climbing up the mountain.
Which mountain are you climbing up?
Tell
Tell me where you're going. I want to see.
How do I point?
Click and hold.
Doesn't work for me.
Okay.
It worked. I see it.
Where do you want to be? Oh, Will did that one. Yeah, so now you start climbing up to
Okay.
there? Like that?
Yeah, just start climbing up the mountain.
Alright. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check, because you're not raging. You can't just walk up it.
Athletics?
Athletics, yes. Blah, I hate that those names are
Okay,
so similar.
no, that's fine. So even does like a very practiced movement and tries to just shimmy up the mountain. Do I make any progress with an 18?
He says totally should know the climbing rules. With an 18? No, you would not make progress with an 18.
Okay. So then I will roll it.
You have to actually
So
roll.
even tries to just do like a slow practice movement, and then like his hands and feet start slipping. So he then
Before he gets too far, how many checks is it going to take him to get up there?
It depends if he crits or not. Because you go, it's 5 feet on a success and 10 on a crit success, right? Unless you have a bonus.
The total
yes,
distance
correct.
he needs to climb?
If he's trying to get up to here, I assume he's going up at least like 30 feet. So he'd need 3 to 6, depending on what he's doing. Doing it?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So that's a crit success. So you're up 10. That is a regular success. So you're up 15. That is a regular success. You're up 20. It's a regular success. You're up 25. That is a critical success. You're up 30 or 35 if you want.
Sure.
So you're basically up here, and I'll set your elevation to 30. So you're over the cave, the mouth of the cave. And again, this was an arduous, horribly steep climb on icy, frozen terrain. And even after trying his practice step and realizing he's actually going to have to try, just like kind of claws his way up the mountain effortlessly. So you all watch him do that. And what does everybody else do?
Start tiptoeing around.
We're being sneaky.
Agreed.
We're being sneaky.
Yeah, and Evan's just watching and like
Super sneaky.
maybe one-handed.
Yeah. Alright, so we're being sneaky, and Evan's up there. So we're gonna have everybody's gonna be making stealth checks. So here's.
How far are you gonna let us get before we have to make one? Hold on, let's
Uh,
everybody move. Everybody move up.
Stop. Basically, once you start crossing the threshold, exactly.
Just checking. I was going with a theory to see if it worked.
You're gonna start making them here, but you're going far away, so you're gonna have a bonus to them. But yeah, so let's say you are where you are. Raplius is always under squirrel unless you state otherwise.
Yeah, that's right.
And so yeah, let's just do a quick stealthy check. Oh dear. So yeah, also hero points before we forget. So Naz, you wrote something. You get a hero point. And who was the hero? Was it?
Even in Puck
It was a
Tide.
tie. That's what I
Yes.
thought. Yeah. So everybody gets a hero point. Enjoy your life. And all right. So you guys are being sneaky, and your first bit out is not super great. So Puck, why don't you describe exactly how non-stealthy you are as you begin wandering around the corner?
I would say, let's go with like just the classic stepping on a branch, since I seem to be under a tree. Just like a huge crack.
Yeah. So you step on a branch, a huge crack, and everybody looks at you. Squirrel himself was also making a bit of noise, but you definitely caught everybody's attention. And you hear the majestic flying lizard giraffe grunt in its sleep. And its head moves, but it does not look up. So now you guys can take another move. You can move half speed while sneaking, so you can move your full speed if you want to move twice.
Can we wait like a few minutes for it to get back into its sleep?
If
Maybe.
you like, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody good to hold? Okay.
Remember, you can follow the expert here too.
Not in combat.
Do you have an
Or
expert?
not. Yeah, this is an encounter. You cannot
Oh,
follow
okay.
the expert.
Okay, nice. Oh, it's an exploration activity. Got it. Okay, got it.
Correct. It helps in overland movements and before combat and stuff. But once an encounter or
Nice.
session breaks out, it's you. It's on you. All right.
Nice.
So yeah, you guys can wait for a couple of minutes and hope the majestic flying lizard giraffe falls deeper into sleep. And now you all can take a full move. So move your full 25 feet, or if you're faster like Frankko, I think you can move whatever speed you are. So move from where you are. And even you're just hanging up there and watching.
Yeah, just hang up there and gesturing as the thing sleeps and is facing away and all that good stuff.
More stealth. Okay. This time you do much better, but Puck and Squirrel, you're still making more noise than you want. And again, you hear the giant lizard giraffe grunt, and one of its four claws reaches out and touches the humanoid body in front of it.
Wake this thing up.
And you can take another move, and I'll make another stealth check. So go ahead and do your full speed move.
So am I on a ledge or am I clinging to the rock face?
I would say clinging to the rock face. It's steep enough that there's not really a hard and fast ledge. We'll say there's a solid foothold if you want one, but
Fine.
How stealthy is
Is there
Raplius?
anything else to
bit?
note?
Can we throw people on Raplius's back? Stealthy people.
That's not a
I
dumb
I don't
question.
know if he's particularly stealthy.
He is not bad. He has a +7 stealth. But
Can we throw somebody
I don't
on
know
his
how
back?
that works when you're mounted. I don't think you just use the mount stealth. You can't be like a full plate knight using your nimble horses.
Where's your bard sleepiness spells? Come on.
Yeah. So everybody, go ahead, make your move if you haven't already, and then make your stealth check as well.
Oh, lordy.
All right. Squirrel manages to figure out what's going on again, and gets really well hid. But everybody else has failed the check, and that is enough to awaken the beast. So you guys are coming around the edge, and either you're blabbering or you're kicking up rocks or stepping on sticks, but whatever it is, you just can't find your way to be quiet in this snow. And you watch as the beast lifts its head. Do I have my notes for this?
It's dark, correct?
Yes, it is dark. It is now nighttime. That is accurate. I don't have
Awesome.
the nighttime set up, but yes.
Perfect.
So you watch as the lumbering beast staggers out of the cave on all fours, a clawed talon crushing the chest of the body near it as it steps forward. Its head and neck sway and bob almost aimlessly as it blinks slowly before it shrieks angrily in the direction of Puck, because you are the loudest, but I guess you're all general direction. So he moves forward and shrieks, and we're going to start combat here. So I'm going to stop the sneaky music, and I'm going to start the fighty music. And which one was it? It was not that one. That one. All right. So we are going to start a fight. All right, click. I go to everybody's on initiative. I'm gonna take Wrapup off initiative because he's just on yours, and you will remove the corpse because he's a corpse. And roll. All right, beginning counter. The sounds and stuff will all do the things. The majestic flying giraffe lizard is no longer asleep. So he wakes up. He is still prone, though. We'll say that he uses the beginning of his turn to stand up and get on all fours, like I told you about. And then he shrieks in your direction. So he's standing. He is going to intimidate... Oh, I can't intimidate everybody. So he's going to shriek in your direction and bound forward. So you watch as he goes... He dun-dun-dun. Only walks that far. And he shrieks in your direction angrily. And anybody within a distance needs to make a thing. Let me see how far everybody is. Wrapup and Squirrel are out of range, but everybody else on that edge, you need to make a... Oh no, it's just he makes Intimidate against your will, so... Alright. Okay. His Intimidation score is a -1, so this is obviously not correct. But whatever, fine. He rolled an 8 anyway,
Play the noise.
so...
Play the noise.
Yeah.
Come on, we got it. There you go. So apparently they're not intimidating.
Aww.
I thought the roar was going to be better than that. So it roars, and that's it. So you come out, and I'm going to have everybody make a perception check as you watch this thing. Oh, got to unselect the guy before I do that. All right. That. Perception. All right. And even you are undetected by it. You have no reason to believe this thing is anything ID or there. Frankko and Mendax, you watch as this thing is moving towards you. The way that its head is bobbing, and you watch a little bit, he stumbles as he moves forward. You feel that something is not right with this creature. This creature is not moving confidently and powerfully like you believe it should. And Squirrel. Are you muted, Squirrel? Squirrel.
Yep. Okay, so Wrapup has 30 feet of speed. So I'm going to head away from the edge, but no closer to him. Maybe kind of. Actually, is there any cover to take behind the tree, or is this more like a bush?
That's a tree. You can take cover behind it. Yeah, there's like a big there's a big trunk in the middle, but you can get there. Yeah. All right.
Okay, and then I guess I should have hunt prayed before.
Sure, that's fine. Yeah.
But I'll do. I'll say either my weapon was loaded or I did the hunt prey before, and I'll take an ace shot here.
All right. That's fine with me.
Oops, gonna switch to me. And here we go.
And Wrapup.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so then we do ace damage and my 1d8.
Right.
There we go.
That's it, and that's your whole turn.
Correct.
Okay. So Frankko and Puck, you were the guys who rolled well last time, right? Frankko and Mendax. You watch as the crossbow bolt slams into the lizard giraffe's side. You watch as this golden, sticky ichor flows out of its body instead of blood. And Mendax, it's your turn.
Great.
Just to be clear, like similar to what they described from Mervos.
Yeah. Yes, that was described from Mervos as well. Yes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
No. When I moved, he double moved. I saw an image when it cleared up the mountain.
I'm beginning to return to my original assessment.
You moving up and attacking, or what are you doing, Mendax?
Before I do my attack, while I'm standing here close up, I want to take a closer inspection.
Of what?
It seems like a good time to look at it right in the middle of combat.
Of what?
Well, I want to see the golden thing and see if I get a better look. If it's injuries that I'm looking at, is he wounded? Is that why he's moving slow?
Okay,
Is he...
you can make a I'll go with a medicine check because you're inspecting specifically for medical reasons. So yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
That's a good.
Well, you do see that the ichor is dripping out of the crossbow bolts, but looking around, you don't see any visible scratches or other injuries on the beast.
All right, I will take my last action then. Oh, I guess it's safe to. I'm assuming I had my rapier out.
Yeah, I assume once you knew something was there and you were being sneaky, everybody
Right.
loaded their weapons.
I'm gonna take one attack. Oh, sorry, it's not my rapier. My dagger.
Your dagger.
Yeah, I use a dagger instead of the rapier. It's
yeah,
magical.
It's better, yeah.
Same attack. One more minimum damage, one less maximum damage. It just seems like a.
Yeah. All right. That is not a hit.
Well, that will be the end of Mendax. Also, the end of his turn.
So you stab at it and it manages to weave away. Like it just happened to be like its head went to the left and the whole body followed it for a second before it regained its balance. And Puck.
All right, I would like to not be hit by this thing.
Admirable goal.
Puck will cast Sanctuary,
That's
and
cool.
then
On yourself, presumably.
yes,
Okay.
and then let's see. Yeah, that looks. We'll do a scoot outside of biting distance, hopefully.
Unrelated, I like how they changed the Sanctuary spell. I had not noticed that. That is actually really awesome. Anyway, so that was 2 actions to cast, and you move.
Yeah, and then a scooch. Yeah, because I can't hit him anymore. I guess I should have whacked it first.
No, it's fine. Get safe. But again, if you whack it, your Sanctuary ends. If you take any hostile actions...
Right, that's why you throw the alchemist fire first, and then you cast it.
Then you go.
It's a
Fair enough.
technicality.
All right, even.
Does it seem to see us?
It hasn't seen
Does it
you,
even think?
but it
No.
did.
Does it even think?
Good.
Does it even think it could see? Does it even think it's seeing them, or that it's responding like an animal to like something hostile?
Your perception check was good enough that you do believe it sees you. It does. Well, it sees them, not you. Like the way that it was looking and screeching at them, it did seem to see them. And when it got shot, it turned towards Squirrel. And when Mendax moved back, the head looked back. So the head is bobbing like slothfully, or that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. And it is turning and looking at things. Yes.
And any more details about the humanoid body that I can see from here?
Sure. You're much closer now. It appears to be a human. He has darkish green hair and is bloodied. You see lots of big wounds on its chest, as if it was pecked a lot. There are visible talon slashes on its arms and legs. And you notice that it has a bird talon for a hand.
Bird talon for a hand?
Yeah, if you zoom into the token, you can kind of see it. There's a skull over it, but his left hand is a bird talon.
Yeah, weird. Interesting. Okay, so he's not white like the witches, and not obviously a problem person. Okay. Even will do some stuff.
All right, what's the stuff? What do you got?
Oh, I was gonna suggest we run, but everyone's so. And how big statistically is this? Can I wrestle it?
It is statistically huge. What is your? It's not large.
So
It's
I
bigger than
can-
large.
So with Titan Wrestler, I should be able to do it, right? You said that we're going to consider even medium
You're
for Titan
medium,
Wrestler.
and is Titan you can go 2 higher?
Correct.
Then yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Rage, climb down 30 feet. And I have 20 feet left. Let's see if 20 feet will do it. 20 feet will just do it. But I can't get into flank. Okay. So
Doesn't just have to pass. Doesn't just have to pass through the middle of the body.
It's
Or
supposed to
is
be
it-
the exact middle. I'll give it to you though.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
Also, I'm a little curious.
I was
Even
gonna-
you're down 1 hit point. Are you really down 1 hit
Oh
point?
no, sorry, that was me testing something earlier. Apologies.
it
I added the
doesn't
hit
matter.
points to that
I'm
chart.
hoping
at the
that's not important at the end of this fight, but just in case.
Valid point. All right, so yeah, and what did you sudden charge to there, or how did you get there? Would you?
Yes, I was going to. I can't find where sudden charge is.
It's not.
It
under
doesn't matter.
actions. Yeah.
You know, I've got it. It's
I know
fine.
I believe you got it.
And he'll bite because he can't wrestle this turn.
All right.
I'll re-roll it.
You're biting. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna hit, so I'll re-roll it.
Yeah, it is not a hit. Sudden charge has no bonus to the roll, right? It's just you get to
Correct.
move and attack. Okay.
In flanking?
Even in flanking, that is not a hit. So you come up and you bite it, and you catch a scalar part of it, and you don't feel any meat. Like you tear off a scale and some feathers, and don't have any meat. As the thing kind of whips around and looks at you, but then focuses back on the others near the ledge. That was your whole turn, right? Rage, sudden charge.
Correct.
All right, and Frankko.
All right, we're gonna start out by mocking his hissing over there. So get a little one of these going.
And that is what against his will.
Yeah.
He is not.
Okay. Then I will. Let's see. I guess I'll chuck a star knife at him.
All right. Oh, no, it's there. Apologies.
Nope.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit. No. So you throw it, and again, he turns to you and he hisses, and he's trying to assess what's going on here. And
All right, then I'm going to try to lasso him.
Okay. Make your secret star knife check, and you have to use your map -5 because it's an attacky thing.
Right. Okay.
Hot dice again this week.
You throw wide to the left and completely miss the beast.
Okay, worthless turn. Off we go.
And the lizard giraffe goes. And Mendax and Even, being up this close, you watch as the crossbow bolt that Squirrel has just lodged in the side of this beast writhes out, and the creature's wounds heal. The golden ichor bubbles, and the creature's wounds heal.
Oh boy.
And it turns, and Mendax, you didn't hit it, right? Only Squirrel hit it so far?
Yep, I missed also.
Okay, so first thing I need to do is this. Something's gonna happen. So you watch as it begins blinking again. So it turns to you, Mendax, and its eyes catch. Oh no, it's dark out. Whatever. So yeah, so it turns to you, Mendax, and something reflects in a way, like the moon reflects off something with your sword, like that. And his eyes, you watch as the beast is dazzled, and his head is lolling to the side a bit, and he turns to strike at you, Mr. Mendax, with his beak. He hits you, Mr. Mendax, with a beak. Plow. So he buries his beak into you for 18 damage. And then you watch as he begins pecking at the crossbow bolt's wound. It seems to have completely healed from your perspective, but he's pecking at it as if it bothers him, and he's flapping his wings out as if he's trying to get into the air. And Squirrel.
Just run. Run up the mountain.
We're gonna run, huh? Squirrel's never gonna vote against running. I think Squirrel. Nice to run up the mountain. I think Squirrel will stay put for now because he feels good behind cover, and he'll do a reload, and then I'll do the hunter's aim. I have to put it on the strike. There we go.
A 19 is a miss.
Okay, that was it for me.
Okay. Mendax. Your wound is bleeding. He has stabbed you in the thigh with his beak, and it is bleeding.
When you say the word bleeding, you don't mean it's a bleeding wound, do you?
I do. I mean, it's a persistent damage situation, yes.
Oh. Let's see. What I don't know is if I don't think my battle summon stops bleeding. I'm not sure.
Any healing stops bleeding.
Does it? So this will stop bleeding?
Yeah, it does the same thing as a heal check.
I think so, yeah.
Just doesn't get rid of wounded.
Alright. Well, Mendax, not being the wisest man in the room, will take one attack before he leaves.
Alright. Stabby, stabby. No, you guys love hitting 19s, because you're flanking, and still, no.
Let's see, I'll move 25 feet, and then I will officially do my medicine check on myself.
Alright.
That's exactly what I need.
That's exactly what you need to succeed, yes.
2d8, is that correct?
Yes, 2d8. And your bleed goes away, and it doesn't kick in because it only works on your turn, at the end of your turn. So you heal 3 hit points. I'll heal you real quick. Bloop. Alright, and that was you.
That's it.
Fuck. He's glowing more. I noticed the glow before the spell.
Study crines amputant, tunicam exponere.
Yeah. What is what does that mean? So you know if it has weaknesses. It does not. It's essentially an animal, so it doesn't have any resistances or weaknesses to any specific elements, things like that. You know that it is weak-willed. But this is a legendary animal. If the legends are to be believed, if this is the thing that eats Prometheus's liver, this is not biblical, but a mythologically powerful beast.
Cool. Just making sure running is definitely the plan. So yeah, we'll participate in the running.
All right. Is that your whole? Those are 2 actions.
Yeah, that's it. It's 2. That's a double.
Yep.
And I need to be enfeebled.
Okay. Can you do that? Can you do that yourself? Can you right-click yourself and put that on? Does that work?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. So even toe to toe with this thing. What can you do?
Even is going to do what he said, book it. As I get near the guy, he has equipment, he has stuff.
He's wearing stuff, yeah.
Anything visible that I should grab off of him?
Toss me a perception check.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a good roll. So he has a sickle at his side on his belt. He's wearing hide armor. He's got winter clothing on. He has a cloak of green leaves and a pouch.
I mean, assuming I don't scoop him up and book, I assume that it's pick one.
Yes, pick one. You can interact and take it. And the armor you can't get off. But yes.
Okay. Even's gonna scoop him
All right.
and bite his arm off.
With the bird arm?
No, whichever, just an arm. He's gonna bite something meaty off, an arm, a leg, something like that, or spill his guts on the ground, whatever.
Okay. All right. Okay. So yeah, we'll take. You scoop him and then you make an attack to basically rip off one of his arms.
Yeah.
All right. Go with that.
And that would be it. I think that's 3 actions. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be it. Frankko.
All right, if we're running, Frankko sees Even running. He also runs. You mentioned that the rope and the grappling hook went wide left, so it's kind of like behind him somewhere over here.
Yeah.
Is that right? All right. Yeah. You can tell me if it. I'm assuming it's probably going to cost me an action, but as he's running, he will attempt to pull it taut and hook the flying lizard giraffe thing. Because, I'm going to be running past it, so as he's doing it, I'll pull the rope taut to try to catch, snag him with
Okay,
it.
sure. Give me another secret star knife thing. So you're not actually throwing it, but you're trying to hook it at the right time, and we'll just say it's the same sort of a check.
Yeah, and the other thing is, we're going to that.
Okay, so yeah,
So-
you're fast.
Moving 40 a
We should
pop,
fix that so it has an actual thing you can drag onto your token to do it. Yeah, all good. Yeah.
That's 1. That's 2. And what did you say? It's the star knife thing?
Yeah, the star knife
Or-
thing. Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Secret star knife. Oh, that's fine too. I'll take it.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but so you do. So as you're running past, you manage to time it right that you hook it, and as Even runs back to the body, the giraffe thing turns around to look at him, and you manage to hook his claw just a little bit. So you've got it gripped onto it, and then you just keep running. What is your plan now?
Well, is there anything I can tie it off to around me?
There were trees and stuff along the way.
Okay. So yeah, let's say, because I'm running 40, so All right, so let's say I was here with yeah. So I think basically here. Let me say so. 25, 30, 40. So that's 2 moves. So I wrapped it around the tree.
Mm-hmm.
And then continue along.
Well, if it was 2 moves, you use an action to throw it too. So if it's 2 moves,
Oh, right,
you're
okay.
back at the tree.
So, yeah.
All right. So yeah, its leg is moderately tied up, and you are wrapping around the tree and running. It is going to go towards Even, which sees near that corpse. So, what's his reach? Is a great question. Do I even have to move? I do. So yeah, so he moves up in front of you. Even he gets really close, and he tries to beak you.
He's statistically dazzled, yeah?
No, actually, he's not anymore. That's a good point. So let me take that away. And I have to roll another one. Good call. Thank you. I have a little button to see what he has this turn. This turn, he begins vomiting. So he walks up and goes to roar at you, and he begins vomiting out black bile.
Do the thing.
I don't have the Jibo button again. I'm gonna have to have this ready.
Continue.
All right. Yeah, so he vomits out black bile. He tries to roar, but just vomit comes out, and then he goes to stab at you with his beak. And he still manages to do it for 30 damage. I hit it twice. I don't know why I hit it twice. I hit the crit button, I think. But 30 damages even. And looks like a 10 HP off. And it looks at you, and its head almost hits the ground in exhaustion. Squirrel.
All right, Squirrel sticks his heels hard into Wrapup to get him to run as fast as possible. So that's 30 feet per, so you can go a total of 90 using all.
Yeah.
We will dart across everything, I think, to here.
How does the handle animal
That's
thing
it.
work? You use like one of your actions to give them one action, or do you have to use...
Yes. Yeah, I either spend an action on the animal or on myself. I'm doing like 3 command animals, and each command animal is 1 action. So.
Got it. And you need to make nature checks for that, but we'll say that's fine because you're just making a move. I think those auto succeed. All right.
I thought if it's well trained, then I don't have to, but I don't remember.
Yeah, I think we're good. So that's fine. Mendex.
Okay.
You got the rough riding thing too.
That's true.
That's true,
muted
yeah.
Mendex. Mr. Mendex muted.
He is. I was just saying. I think the way it works with minions, the minion trait, which what the animal is for each 1 action you give them, it gives them 2 actions.
That's for minions. Yeah, this is not an official minion. It's not like he's not an animal companion.
He doesn't officially count. Okay.
Yeah, he's just a raptor.
Just a raptor.
Yeah.
There's no rule about when you move a certain distance you can pull a weapon for free. That's an old rule.
No, that's in Pathfinder 1. Yeah, drawing is just.
Yeah, I was afraid of that. All right. I'm going to Puck's way back there. All right, I'm going to move once, pull a bow once, and make a stealth check. Is that what I do in this situation?
If you're trying to hide, yeah.
I am.
Yeah. So you move back there, you take cover behind there, and you use hide.
Oh! Over here, I'm right here. Right here.
Yeah, so you try to hide behind the bush, but you end up just rustling it and actually removing snow that makes you more visible than you were previously. That was your whole turn?
That was it. Pretty impressive, huh?
Puck.
Oh, boy. That will continue the running process. I might need to change that. Well, I need to do some measuring. There we go. Yes. Okay. where's the little ghost of?
What are you talking about? Oh, that little ghost.
Yes.
Of course.
I just want to make sure I go to a legal location. That was what I was aiming at, I believe.
Ta-da!
Even better. Delightful. Yeah. So that and one of these for Mr. Even. As soon as I can. Oh. I was clicked on to Even. I was like, where the hell
What
are
are
my spells?
Yeah. So you're casting Heal as a first level spell with 2 actions?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead. So you get an extra +8 on this. +9 because you have Caduceus, the Staff of Murkos.
Indeed.
Is that what it is? It's only 1d8? Yeah, I guess, right?
Regular ass heal, yeah, on level 1.
Alright, so yeah, so 9 hit points. 10 hit points. Whoa. Alright.
Hot dice.
Yeah, hot dice. That was your turn. Even!
It's the thought that counts.
He's vomiting and looks like he's about to pass out in front of you.
Even will tear off the pouch and tear off the cloak and scramble up the mountain.
Alright. You can take 1 move because you're going to do 2 actions taking off the pouch and
Right.
cloak.
Yeah, tell me where I get to.
Make an athletics check to see where you get to.
I don't need to make an athletics.
Oh, you're raging. Yeah, so you just get up 25 feet. Is the answer.
Correct.
You just move your speed up. So you took the stuff. So I'll tell you about it later, but there's a potion in there and some other stuff, and you got the cloak as well. I'll actually move the cloak over to your sheet. I think that should do it. All right, that was your turn. And then Frankko, you're watching Even is ripping things off the Druid body and going up the cliff.
Franco's gonna run around this tree. And
Tie
As
Mendex
he-
to the tree.
as-
Good choice.
as he will not include Mendax in the running.
Thank you.
Pulling the rope taut as he does it, spend an action tying it to that tree.
All right.
So it's looped around this one entirely and now tied to this one. And he will go his 40 feet off screen. So I'm 10 feet off screen, but I'll just leave here so
Sure.
you can still see.
Yep, because we can't move off screen. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
The majestic flying lizard goes, and even got 25 feet up, so I do have to come up. So you watch as he flaps his wings and begins flying. And I have another token for him, but it's interesting because it's not going to use it's not going to have the aura around it, which is kind of sad. So I'm going to move off to the side temporarily. So you watch as he flaps his wings and he does take to the air even. And he...
Are there any checks he has to make for being like caught up in the rope?
Not at the moment, but yes in a second. So yeah, so you watch as his leg is on the ground and he's lifting up the rope. It's still slack enough that it's not affecting him. But he begins hovering and he's going to take a bite at you even. Whatever, a beak at you. Or a talon. Let's see. Yeah, so let's say he begins flapping and he tries to angle his feet so he can talon you and kick off the mountain wall. And let's make an athletics check to watch. He's flying. He's pretty good at flying. And he is going to try to use the swoop ability to make his speed, move his speed, and move whatever, a talon attack. So he begins flying, and he's going to talon you and move this way. So he tries to talon you even. And he does talon you for 17 damages. And
Did the lizard giraffe have any side effects this time?
Sorry?
Did the lizard giraffe have any side effects this time?
Another great question. Yes, this time he is stupefied. He's not vomiting, but he's stupefied, which affects his will save and other brain-related things. But you watch even as he kicks at you, and he is able to... It has grab, right? It has grab, yeah. So he just automatically succeeds. So he grabs you even. You watch as his talon kicks off the wall, and he picks you up and flies you over to here. And when he gets to about here, the slack runs out. Well, it was on his foot, and you wrapped it around here, actually. So no, it wouldn't. So he has you in his talons, and he's flying over here, and he needs to make another athletics check. And succeeds. So he's got you in his talons, Mr. Even. And is flying there over everybody else, screeching the Jibo screech. And that's it. Squirrel, he's got Even in his talons.
Yeah, and the rules for like aiming at a specific body part or something, if I'm trying to hit the talon, say, to just get Even free, is there a penalty, or how do I specify that?
There's no called shots, but if you want to aid him in his escape for the grapple, and you were fleeting as that, I'd let you make an attack roll against that, and basically you would give him a +1 on his escape check if you succeeded, and a crit, a +2 if you crit.
Okay, and so would I not be attacking then? I would just be like on his turn. I'm basically trying to shoot up at it.
Yeah, you're going to use an attack action
out.
to assist him. So you're going to use one action, make an attack normally, and then that'll be an assist. So if you can shoot twice, like if you can shoot and then use a regular non-hunter's aim or whatever shot,
okay,
you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah. Okay, so I think what I will do then is I will use running reload to keep kind of escaping. So I'm going to keep moving this way. And now I've got 2 actions left, which I would like to use Hunter's Aim, so my advanced shot,
All right.
but in the service of Even escaping.
Okay.
So is that right?
Yeah.
So I just do a Hunter's Aim normal attack?
Sure,
Okay.
I'm cool with that. That is a hit.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so that's done for me, and I guess when it goes around to Even, it'll come up again. Yeah.
Yeah. So Even in the talon that you are in, you watch as one of his crossbow bolts shatters on the beast's massive talon, and you see it begins bleeding. But instead of the golden ichor you've seen before, you watch as a black viscous fluid begins dripping out from the wound.
Do I know what that is?
You can make a medicine check. And
got no medicine.
Mendez.
Black bile.
I don't know.
You don't know, correct?
Might as well roll.
Rules question. I got a rules question for you.
What?
All right. I don't. In my mind, it doesn't seem like it works. But can I hide and then sneak attack after I hide?
I think that works. Does that not work? I think
It sounds like it
you
should
can use
work,
an
I
action
guess.
to hide. I don't know what the actual action is called, but I assume you can do that.
Hide and shoot, and then
Yeah, you hide and cover, and you basically gain concealment from him, and then you bust him in the face.
Yeah, depending on how well you roll, if you can be undetected, detected, blah blah blah. But I believe it's just hide.
Well,
yeah.
I will give my first action. I will try to stealth.
Yeah. So use the hide action. Go ahead and roll stealth. That's not good enough. He can. You get the impression that he still sees you.
All right. How far above the ground is he?
Not very high, like 10 feet. He snatched Even, and he's flying low to intimidate everybody.
Do I see the black liquid dripping?
From there, yeah, you would.
Can I do another medicine check?
Sure. You're far away, so there's a penalty, but yeah, you can make a medicine check. Just see what you know.
I'm less than 20 feet, probably. About 20 feet, maybe.
Yep. You don't know a whole. Oh, you rolled stealth. It looks like again.
Well, it went to you as long as you
it's
know
secret.
it.
You rolled the secret medicine. Cool. Okay, cool.
I didn't mean to, but it's all you.
It's fine. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you don't know what that is, but you're certain it's not good, and it's definitely not that golden ichor you saw before. But you definitely think it's not good to be bleeding black stuff.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I shall join my compatriots so that when it hits it with his breath weapon, we'll all be in the same square for you. Just trying to help you out on the way.
Thanks. All right, that's your whole turn?
Yeah, no problem. That's all 3 actions.
All right, Puck.
All right, Puck will also lance in the service of Even's escape.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a hit. So you're lancing in service of Even's escape. There you go. So that's pretty good. So on Even's turn, he can make an escape. So that was 2 actions. You get
Yes,
another.
and then I will ongoing flee.
All right. Even.
Is it an actual cave that he's laying in, or just a depression?
There was a cave there.
How big a cave?
Not super big, but big enough, like we'd say like maybe 20, 30 feet.
20, 30 feet deep.
Yeah, not a huge cave.
Okay. So he could fit in there. I was just making sure there's not like, oh, there's a passage you can just get away from.
You don't believe so. You only looked briefly when you were down by the corpse, but you don't believe it's like a tunnel or anything.
Okay, well, I suppose with everyone helping me, I ought to try to escape rather than trying to trip him.
Boo!
So I guess I'll do that.
Trip him. If you trip him, he falls down. Everyone pounces. Puck's right there. You got this.
Well, considering we wailed on him and he just instantly healed it, I don't think that much matters, but... I'll re-roll it.
Yeah.
Jesus
So
Christ.
that's not going to do it.
Hot dice. Hot dice.
Dice. Also not
Oh,
going
yeah.
to do it.
Nothing over 10.
So Enya, you had a +1 from Squirrel and a +1 from Puck, and you still could not pull it off. So you writhe, and the talon squeezes tighter as the ichor is just dripping off. This black viscous liquid is now dripping off of it over your body.
All right, and I'll give him a bite.
All right.
Because I don't. Well, I guess. Do I try again? Do I?
Go full even, whatever that means.
I guess I'll try again. -5. Oh, I'll go. Just go fuck myself.
No, that's a hit. That's not a go.
No, that's an athletics check to escape. I
Oh,
don't
to escape. Oh, sorry. Thought you were hitting it.
Nope.
With a +2, that does it. Yeah, it's versus his fort, right?
But it's a -5 because.
Oh, then no, it does not do it. Yeah. So you writhe and you feel it. You get a little loose, but he's still got a fairly good grip on you. So yeah, that was 2 actions.
All right. Well, I don't have a third action, so we'll lay there, I guess.
All right. Frankko, still has even in his clutches.
Yeah, there's not really much I can do about that. I think I'm just going to delay and see what it does.
Okie dokie. The majestic flying lizard giraffe goes, and it continues swooping forward when the rope goes taut. So it was looking as if it was going to drag even off and throw it off of the cliff, but the rope goes taut, and he actually swings around and goes back this way, realizing what's happening, and crashes into the wall. Dropping even the 10 feet, but you're fine because you're a hard goblin. And he falls prone in the square. Bonk. And he takes 2d6 damage from smashing. So 3. Bonk.
Any cool status effect on him?
Yeah, let's see. The Stupefy goes away, and he's dazzled this time again. So he's dazzled and prone, and he's bashed his head into the wall, and even you see on his head where he hit the wall, that same black ichor is dripping out of the wound. And at the end of his turn, Puck, you begin to smell burnt hair. And
I knew there was.
And even you see the black ichor that's dripping out of the wound, the big scrape he has on his face. It begins dripping out, and you see these little things writhing out from inside, and they begin plopping out of his face. You see these fat, greasy, brown maggots. And Puck, to you they seem like hair. They seem like writhing bits of hair, but to even it seems like a maggot from inside this beast. And he begins being torn apart by maggots. Squirrel.
We don't want any part of this, right? We're just gonna leave. Is that squirrel looks around at his companion. I think the squirrel will just back away, maybe, and keep escaping. We're at the edge of the map now, so I'm not
so
sure.
You're running?
I think I'm running until somebody stops me.
Okay. Frankko, you were on delay if you want to come off for anything.
I'm still just kind of seeing what's happening.
Okay.
So
All right. So Squirrel is running. He is moving as fast as he can away from this situation, unless someone tells him otherwise.
Yeah, I'll reload too, but I'm just moving further and further away. That'll be my turn.
All right. Mendax.
What is the condition? Being he just landed on the ground, he dropped even though?
He dropped even, yes. And
Is the rope still taut?
yeah, it's gone a little slack since he hit the ground, but it's fairly tight. Like if he flies again, he's going to encounter the rope again.
Alright. So I imagine at this moment right now he's not flat footed.
He's prone. That is flat-footed.
Oh. Oh gosh, here it goes. Here I do this. It's in the right spot here. I have to drop my bow. I can always get another bow at the nearest city and buy a new one. Should be a problem.
It's fine. This is gonna be fine.
I'm sure I can get another one. It won't be an issue. I drop the bow, pull my sword. I think that's next turn now. It's 2 actions.
Yeah, I think so.
Gosh, what am I doing?
You're gonna
What
You
am I
can
doing?
just bowl him for sneak attack. He's already got the flat-footed. You're not getting
Oh,
anything.
fair
at that
enough.
point.
That's true. Well, I hardly ever get to use that hunter's bow. See what happens.
Do it. Use the hunter's bow.
They shoot even, probably accidentally. Oh, it's still on private rolls. I don't know why I'm on private roll.
You can fix it. Yeah, at the bottom near the chat, it's usually public or private by default. Do you have that set to private?
The answer is yes, I do. I don't know what I
yeah,
did. I
set
don't
that
know
to
where.
public. Yeah, sometimes if you click it or if you alt tab, do it. So yeah, so go ahead and you can reroll it publicly.
Should I not take that roll? Is that
No,
what you're
just
trying
go.
to tell me?
Just roll it. Oh wait, can you
Alright.
see it or no? Like, can you see the?
I
roll?
can't. It's only you can see it. It's your
Okay,
call.
then roll
It's
it.
what I rolled. What it is what it is. It's fair. It's what I rolled.
Okay, you rolled a 24, so you hit it. It's fine.
Oh. Oh, you trying to rip me off of a free hit?
Exactly. Go ahead.
Wow, what an evil DM here.
Exactly.
All right.
You guys roll
24
again.
hit?
Yeah, it's a hit.
All right. Let's see. I got enabled. I still think I'm. How do you? I still don't think I've turned on public yet.
What's that? There's a button that you can say like turn on abilities that have sneak. Yeah.
Oh, no,
sneak
that
attacks
one
in.
showed up. I
Yep.
don't know why.
Yep. So an arrow sinks into it. Here you go.
Well, golly gee, I'm feeling cocky right now.
Yeah, I'm curious what's going to happen here.
Yeah, let's get stupid.
Let's get stupid. That is a hit.
Flat-footed
Yes.
bonuses.
Yes, that is another hit.
Oh. Okay, I'm feeling cocky, but I am not taking a third shot.
Are you using a third action for anything?
No. Well, but I still have a third action.
Yeah.
They're not wounded. I have a few things I can do that only take 1 action.
You're also in peck range. You might move.
I'm at the edge of the map. Can't move.
Well, you can. Yeah, you can say you're moving though if you're moving off.
Disappear into the darkness.
Pretty much. You can't actually move off.
Well,
It won't even let
okay.
you go. But yeah.
All right, 25 feet back then.
If
I
you're
don't know where I'm
running,
at.
All right. Puck.
Am I getting any kind of like the same kind of wrongness sense from this? What is like? Is it as repugnant as the?
The creature itself is in no way repulsive to you. The Iker seems not correct to you, but this creature is not of the hair. The hair does not care
Like
about
these
this
weird
creature.
maggot things.
They are
that you're-
they are wrong. Something is wrong with these maggot things.
Gosh. I want to see if it's going to heal itself, but I also want to not die. We'll just... Let's see. We'll be enjoying another 10
You're
feet
running
off
now?
the map
Yeah.
also.
All right.
And there I have...
You do something else?
One
Just running.
action left.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just trying to... Yeah. Yeah, okay. That's all.
All right.
We'll just go there and wait for...
Even he dropped you. I guess you should be prone technically.
Okay. Well, I was gonna bite him, but if I have to get up, I'm not gonna bite him.
Aw. That's too bad. Make
So,
let's say when he dropped you, you can make a save to see if you land. Would that be? Is that more acrobatics than athletics? Athletics is jumping. Acrobatics.
Reflex, maybe?
Jumping is athletics.
I give you reflex. I'll go with reflex. Yeah, make a reflex save to see if you're able to kind of catch yourself as he drops you, because he crashed into the wall and just dropped you. No, you fell prone.
Rolled a 4. Haven't rolled over a 10.
Oof.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna book it up the wall and go around him and toward the gang.
All right. How far do you get?
I have 50 feet, so I have to move. That's 20 to get there, and then I have 30 feet more, so just 30 feet toward the gang, just laterally.
All right. Frankko?
Seems like we're just getting out of range, so I'll take an action and kind of be with the gang up wherever. So I'm off map wherever
Yep,
the
okay.
rest of the crew is.
Understood. So yeah, everybody's running. And the flying.
I guess
giraffe-
actually I could take one stab at it, right? I could.
were still
I could
standing
move
there,
Down, I could
yes.
take I could move down, take one stab, and then run, and still be 40 feet away.
That's
Yeah.
accurate.
So like, why not do that? Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
That is a hit. For 5 damages. Splat.
Okay, and now I'm where I.
Yes, now
So
you're
that
40 feet down
was-
the way. Okay. Alright. So it goes, and it stands up. It looks. I have to roll its check to see what happens this time. There it is. So now he's slowed 1. So he's even worse off. But he's going to stand up, so he's not prone. He only gets 2 actions. He's no longer dazzled either. So he stands up, and he sees Even and everybody running away from him, and he begins to try to fly away, and he is caught this time, but he hopefully is able to... Wrong button. I gotta make a athletics check. Yeah, so he doesn't fall down, but he gets as far as the rope will allow him and is struggling against it, and you watch as he kind of pulls his talon away, and he also seems distracted. He keeps biting at one of the wounds on his body, one of the arrow marks from Mendax. He keeps biting at it as if it's bothering him as the maggots continue to fall out of it. And you guys are free if you're running. You're running?
Yeah,
So you want me to stop now?
gotta fight him on the way down, so.
Well, unless we want to take parting
Well,
shots,
he-
or if he's still tied up.
Well, hang on.
I want to
He
see
shouldn't-
more about what's going
he
on.
didn't heal,
right?
though.
Oh, he didn't
he
heal,
didn't
and
heal,
in
so
fact,
we stop and just-
in fact, more maggots fester from the wounds. So you watch as the wounds that were on him, like the arrow bolts, the ones he's pecking at, as he pecks, he opens the wound bigger, and more black ichor and more maggots fall out, and he actually takes damage. He does not heal.
So maybe we should just take ranged attacks since he's at the end of his rope.
I'm fine with that. Go
And,
for it, Mr.
like-
Ranged Attack Guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll start. So I'll do Hunter's Edge and the Ace.
That is a hit. You were like 90 feet away, but I think it doesn't matter because you're very far shooting anyway.
I think it has 120 feet of
Yeah.
range.
Yep. So yeah, you blast him. Bam, bam. All right. Mendex.
Okay. I believe to make this work, I have to move within 10 feet of him. Or not 10 feet, sorry. 10 feet closer than I am right now because I moved at the end of the last round. It looked
Okay.
like he moved sideways some.
Yeah, he did move sideways. So.
Okay, is he... All right, well, I guess the next question is, he's not prone now?
He is not prone now, correct?
All right. I can't get sneak attacks less than within 30 feet. I will just take 2 shots, no stealth, no
sneakies?
no sneakies.
That's fine.
No, it's not. So sad. All right, shot number 1.
No.
Pretty impressive, huh?
I
Shot,
think 30 feet
shot
is the
number
old-
2 because it's so awesome.
I think 30 feet is the old rule, dude. I don't know if you have to be that close anymore.
Is
do
there?
you?
Do I not have to be?
I
Maybe
don't
it
think
is.
so. I'll look, but I don't think you have to.
That is not a hit. A 17. Now that he's not prone.
All right, number 3.
You're fishing.
No, I'm not shooting a third time.
Okay.
No. No.
Got it.
I'm gonna see if he understands our language.
What do you
Tell
say?
him he needs to surrender. This fight is not for him. He should give up. I doubt he understands my language, but I will give you the check anyways.
Correct. He does not. He seems to have no indication that he understands your language.
Animal intelligence, but I figured as much. I'll give it a shot. It's my third action. I had something to do.
Yeah, fair enough. Puck.
Oh boy.
Confirm no range, Bijo. Just
Oh,
a
thank
ranged
you.
All
weapon.
right. So. I guess we will produce the sling and turn in Hucka. Oh, no, that's the wrong thing. Hold on. There it is.
No.
Oh, that's terrible.
Extremely no. That's another 2. So yeah, you do.
I think
Get
I'm.
it, load it, fire it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I might want to take that attack again.
Oh yeah. You want to hero point that attack?
Yeah, I think so. There we go. Click that down, and let's see. How about not? Oh yeah,
Oh,
I like
yes!
that one much better.
That is
There
a-
we go.
that is a
First one of the
critical hit.
night.
So
Oh my
roll
gosh.
double damage, and the effect is a bludgeoning weapon. It's a bludgeoning. The target
Yes.
is deafened until he heals. You hit it in the ears.
So is he deaf forever? Unless he's like
Until
naturally
healed.
healing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's helpful.
Yes.
In case we need to be stealthy.
All right. So.
Yeah, that's actually an extremely excellent outcome. Even
So
it's
yeah. So
better than
roll
I
your
would-
double damage. Roll your crit damage for your slaying.
Yeah. Okay.
This. Hilarious.
Take that. Take all 4 of that.
Oh man.
So,
So yeah, so he takes the 4 damage and the deafening, and that was your whole turn, I think, right? Because
yes.
Yeah. All right. Even, you're on the rocks.
You're muted.
Wow.
Well, at least you didn't hear my cursing. Even climbs down to Frankko and just like jabs him in the chest with a longbow that he's pulled off his body when he sees everyone pot shotting arrows.
Frankko will take it.
Okay. Is he doing anything else even?
No, because everything else would be getting in range with him.
Okay.
He always ate somebody on a shot.
How should I do this?
Oh,
I'll
you
up
don't
my
have a
sheet.
longbow attack?
I'll put it on your sheet.
The
I don't have a longbow, but I guess if you dump it on my sheet, I can do it.
Do you have it? I can move it if you want. If you need to do it, but you can just drag
It's
it.
in my inventory.
I'll do it. I will move.
Thanks, dude.
You have a short bow. Do you have a longbow too?
I do.
I don't see it. Oh, composite longbow.
I've got
Okay,
a longbow.
yes.
Yeah.
I have moved it. Jeff, you have it. Did it automatically make an attack?
Hold on.
I don't see it. I don't see it automatically.
Do I have it?
You have to tell it to display it, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right, because I've got to be, yeah. And I'm going to do one other thing, just, because I'm going to have a bunch of actions, so...
All right.
I'm going to concentrate very hard and see if I can remember how to use one of these bad boys, which I...
Nope. Point it the other way. Point it the other way.
What? Don't you know how to use weapons? You're...
Probably. I was just being thematic, but maybe I
Okay,
should
well, your warfare lore has not prepared you for this.
No. Okay. So I'll kind of fumble around with it and be like, shot's a shot, and then fire it off. Oops. Oh wait, it's not doing it in. Oh, here we go. Never mind.
Yeah, you gotta go to the strikes. Yeah. That's not gonna do it.
Hey, I'll just do the last one then too. Why not?
He's not prone, so that one's also a miss.
I think Frank is too used to firing props. Not real bows and arrows.
It's tough to fire an arrow with a puppet on your other hand.
That's the truth.
All right. So Franco's done. The majestic thing goes. The first thing it's going to do is try to escape with an athletics check. And it totally does. So basically, it snaps the rope. It pulls its talon up, and it snaps the rope. It also makes one of those checks. And it is sickened, so you watch as it begins vomiting, and it can't spend the action to retch. So it's just going to continue vomiting and remain sickened. And it's going to close the distance. So you watch even as this thing, it kicks, it rips the rope out off the trees and begins coming at you, and just black bile is shooting out of its mouth and dripping from all of its wounds, and it gets up to you and doesn't have the action. So the map's all kinds of wrong now because you're running like 90 feet up. But imagine that it closes the distance to you, and that's all it can do. So it just gets in your face.
I got down with Frankko. It's fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, it basically closes the distance to you and is hovering in front of you, and that's all it got to do. Squirrel.
All right, let's just do the same thing. Reload Hunter's Aim with Crossbow Ace. There we go.
Yeah, a 30 is a critical hit at this point. Yes.
Okay, so we do the dictionary for the whatever it is, the critical hit. Do that first and then the damage.
Yeah, because sometimes it says don't double it. So yours is a click on that again from over here. Yours is a
Normal
piercing.
damage target is sickened 3. God.
Normal damage target is sickened 3. Okay, yeah. So roll your negative. Your
Okay,
regular
so I
damage.
rolled normal damage.
Correct, and I'll add the sickened 3 because that's cool. Alright. So you land another
Did
blow.
anything happen? Did anything happen to him at the end of his last turn?
Oh, yes,
happened?
apologies. Yeah, you are correct. The maggots continue to ride. You are 100% correct. And they are just dropping off of him over all the ground he covers. They're just these little hair maggots dropping off of him onto the ground. And he closes the distance even, and he gets shot again by Squirrel. Is that your whole turn?
Yep.
Alright, Mendax.
Alright, well. No flat-footedness, right?
No flat-footedness, but he is sickened 3. That do AC? I don't think so.
You know, if I do a stealth check first, then I can get one shot off, possibly sneak.
Yes, correct. As long as you
Better
have something
yet,
to hide behind. We'll say that there's
Can
something you can hide
I... There's another one I can do here.
Yeah.
This one might last longer. If I do this action,
behind. To do a feint, yes.
Can I do it from range? I don't. It doesn't say, does it?
It says melee.
Yes, you are within melee reach of the target, and you attempt to feint.
I don't have a bow out, so I can't really do that either. Right. I have another option.
Okay.
I don't remember what it is. Oh, I'm not tumbling through. Sorry, that was my other option.
You sure?
I just remembered it. Bad choice. All right. Back to the old. I'm gonna hide once.
Sure. You find some shrubbery or a rock to hide behind. Get lost for a second and then pop out. Yeah.
And hide behind Frankko probably.
Yeah, all good. Again, the map is janky at this point, but it is what it is.
It's all good.
I've got a cape.
Yeah. As the arrow comes out from under your arm. Surprise! Here it
Surprise!
comes.
That is a critical hit because he is
No,
sick and free now.
That's a stealth check.
Oh,
stealth check.
well, apologies. That would have been a critical hit.
But it would have been a critical hit, of course. But that's okay. I'm now stealth for this next shot.
Yes, correct. He
Oh,
he does
another
lose
shot.
you in the heat of the moment.
From
That
stealth?
that is a regular hit.
From stealth?
From stealth, yes. He does not see you, and that is a regular.
Regular. Oh, it is a hit. I was thinking, okay, good.
No, it is.
Okay
Yeah.
with that.
He's again sick and 3. Sickened affects your AC, so he is not happy. Regular hit with sneak attack.
I think it's on there.
Yep.
Yeah, it's on there.
Blow.
And then one more regular, normal, slightly reduced attack.
Slightly reduced. It's got -5 on it. That'll do it. That's a regular hit.
Hey, woohoo! I'm
Not-
feeling it.
yeah,
oh wait,
let's-
I gotta turn this off.
Yeah,
What?
turn
Put it
the
off.
sneak attack part, yeah. There you go.
Yeah, that looks about right when I don't have sneak attack.
Fair enough. You're doing work now.
Picking away at him. I am done.
Fuck.
All right.
Divine Lance. All right. Wow. Go ahead and make your attack. That is a regular hit. Yeah, regular hit. For 12, that jeez, that's good. Pow! Yeah, so you crack right through its skull, and you watch as it's flying up to even, and it's hovering just in front of him, and it gets its talons almost in your face, and just can't reach you. It doesn't have the speed. And as it's hovering there, you know, all these arrows are peppering it, and then Puck's Divine Lance comes out of nowhere, right through the skull, and it collapses, slamming into the wall of the mountain next to you even, and rolling down before stopping here. Ish. But does not continue rolling down the mountain, so it is on the path. And combat ends. Little loop.
Puck, we should go investigate this. This
So
doesn't
Buck,
seem right.
Buck immediately is heading over, and you see him reaching and producing a vial of alchemist's fire from his.
Wait. Let's inspect the corpse first, and then I would like to aid Puck. As soon as I convince him that a healing check to figure out what is wrong with this thing. Those little maggots, or is there the whole body filled with them? Is it a something
I
doesn't
think
seem
it's gonna
right?
go
I will
loot.
continue
I
doing
get
this.
I
I'll
have a
be
bad
assisting.
feeling we're seeing some real time effects of weird things happening in the island.
Evan's gonna go loot Handy while they're examining.
Good old Handy. Yeah. So, I'll put his stuff in the common loot, but I'll read it out as I'm doing it, just so we don't lose it while I'm talking. So he has a very well-made sickle, hide armor, holly and mistletoe, winter clothing, a potion of expeditious retreat, and some money, which I will move all to the common sheet. If any of that sounded interesting, you can find it there or ask me about it.
Is there any knowledge check we can do about like a guy with a bird hand?
Sure.
Seems pretty notable.
Do you have anything in mind, or are you asking just vaguely? Like, do you have any skills that you believe are relevant?
It seems.
I mean, either society, I guess, or like, yeah, I can't imagine anything else.
I'm taking the dead off just so you can see him a bit better. He's got, and I'll also take off his. There you go. I'll take off the blood effects too, so you can actually see what it looks like. That's why
Arcana or religion, like I don't know.
You could try, yeah, you could try religion. Nature would be a good one if you can have it, and any other lore that you think is relevant. But Puck, you're over by the dinosaur, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you want to know what happened to the dinosaur, you're gonna make a medicine check.
You said this was a man.
This is a man. This looks like a human.
It looks like he has boobs. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I guess it's a man though. Guess I didn't look close enough at the token, but yes, it's a man.
It's all good. It's all good.
Fair
I'm
point.
not judging. I'm not judging here.
Fair point. But yeah, so it's a man, and blah blah blah. So Squirrel and Frankko are making nature checks, and Evan's making Wario's history checks.
Puck, I'm gonna try to aid Puck on his medicine check.
Okay. Yeah, Puck, you don't know what's going on with this this bird thing. It has black, like its blood has basically turned black. And you saw earlier in the fight, it was that this golden ichor, which has been described as like the god of the blood. The blood of the
god
gods.
blood.
And it's magical healing, blah blah blah. But something happened. It festered and went foul, you believe, but you don't know exactly what happened.
Mr. Puck, maybe you should dissect it, cut it open, and see what's inside.
Yeah, it's gonna be gross.
I got a long rapier. I don't use much anymore. I can help do the cutting. We need to be really careful not to get any of it on us.
Right. While you're doing that, so Squirrel and Even don't know anything about the bird-taloned man, but Frankko, you have heard tales of people who can transform into animals, and including like partial transformations like that. You do believe there are druids and woodland creatures and casters of the world. You've heard tales of them. You've read stories about them. You may not have met any, but they do exist. And this person appears to be at least partially bird.
Anything notable about his tats that make me think there's like an identity or?
Yes. So a lot of the tattoos, they're not like, he doesn't have like gang symbols or anything like that give you an exact idea. But there are a lot of tattoos that you believe based on your. I'll just give it to you with the nature roll you made. Based on your knowledge of nature, there are a lot of tattoos that emphasize balance and the maintenance of things, like the keeping things in balance, maintaining harmony. So you see a lot of that, and you do know that there are druid groups that are very big into that sort of philosophy.
No paper, no books or anything like that in his pouch.
Correct. No, it was just the money and the potions and whatever else I put on your sheet.
And how about the cave itself? Can we take a peek down it?
Yeah, it's a 20 to 30 feet long, and you can walk down it, and there's nothing of note inside of it. There's barely even a bed. There's a couple of scraps of foliage, dried foliage, but there's barely even a bed. You look around, there's no horde or anything like that. This wasn't a dragon-type creature or anything like that.
Can someone look at this? And Even's got this leaf cloak.
Anybody want to look at it? Oh, Frankko's walking over.
Why not? Yeah, look at it.
Let me know if there's a check to be made.
It is a very finely made cloak that looks like it was created out of leaves, but they're somehow well preserved and it feels to be a fine quality, but they are very visibly leaves. They are actual leaves that have somehow been treated and woven into this cloak. If you want to know anything about it, tell me what you're doing to it.
Playing around with it, putting it on, whatever.
Okay. Yeah, so you hold it, and again, it's very finely made. You feel like it's very, very well crafted. And yeah, you play around with it. It doesn't have any obvious purpose as you're playing around with it. And then you put it on, and you feel warmer. Your shoulders and your back begin to feel warm. And the cold seems to bother you a bit less.
Okay.
All right. Anybody else doing anything?
Continue my dissection.
Okay, so you actually are just dissecting it. What are you doing over there? So you jumped in.
All right, I'm gonna basically cut it. Imagine as Puck is probably standing there watching, not interested in getting in the dirty part.
Mhm.
I will be making the incision along the, cutting along its probably from its throat down to its stomach to see what's inside,
Mm-hmm.
and exposing it so Puck can see it, and we can make medicine checks on and see what, look for extra wounds or injuries outside the ones we inflicted. See if there's something that was causing.
Sure. So you do go through, and how long are you willing to butcher this giant thing?
The whole time they're over the cave, I guess we'll be playing around over here
Right. Let's
until they
say,
come
Pretty
tell me to
much, yeah.
stop. I mean, I
yeah,
guess
let's
I'll
say
just-
that they at least are gone for 10 minutes playing around with the body and everything. So you come back, you're over there mutilating this thing for 10 minutes.
Whoa! Scientific discovery for us. We're
Two-
journaling this, and we're going to record
Doctors
this
at work.
This is yeah.
All right, yeah. So you cut open the belly, and you find there are hunks of meat and organs that you believe are likely from that dead humanoid. Like this thing killed him and then ate him.
Like only one person he might have eaten.
Yes. Well, make another medicine. Make another medicine check. That's a great question. See how badly you can.
Actually, well, I'll make a check, and we'll both make a check on this one as we try to piece together the parts we find inside.
Correct. You're looking at like half-eaten body parts in its stomach, and you do believe it is one humanoid's worth of standard organs. Like you don't find 2 livers or 2 hearts or anything like that. You find like basically he killed this thing and he ate organs out of his chest.
Any injury outside of the ones we inflicted that looks like it was a festering kind of wound, or might have been causing the weirdness from this thing, or caused the infection of the black maggots?
You scour the entire outer body of this thing, and you see no wounds other than the ones you have inflicted. There is no indication that it was injured in any other way prior to you encountering it. And when you cut it open and look around on the inside, you do see like large sections of it have fallen to rot, and all of its blood has turned black. But looking around, you don't see any like source of infection or nowhere is it more concentrated or anything like that. It's just pervasive through its systems. Somehow it was rotting from the inside.
Dr. Puck, do you see any lingering magic that might have caused this?
Are these maggot things still? Or is it just like dead and bleeding black now?
The maggots have stopped writhing. They have all just gone limp.
Yeah.
Is there any lingering magic, Dr. Puck?
Detect magic. There is lingering magic there. You just get the presence of it, yes?
Yes, and I think I have.
Detect aura, or whatever it is.
Yes,
The next
but I think that only works on an object. I don't know if
yeah.
something. Does it count as
It's
an
an object.
object
I'll give you
once
the
it's
corpse.
corpse?
I'll give you the corpse, yeah. So
Yeah.
there is magic, and you detect 2 kinds. The first is that the creature itself is divine in origin. It is not a demigod, but like a divine enhanced creature. And you have this very strong necromantic aura in a lot of the viscous black fluid.
Yeah.
What do you think, Dr. Puck? Do you think it was magically cast upon him, or do you think this was a injection type?
I'm not sure. We need to reach the top.
So even comes
It
down to
seems strange this creature should die. It seems stranger still that it did not die until we struck it. First, it healed. Makes no sense.
Almost like
This
somebody's
is wrong.
almost like somebody chose to make it infect it and not kill it as a sign.
Or perhaps it had a little bit of leftover god blood from a peck, but also the remnants of whatever was in said god system.
Yeah, we need to know more,
Puck.
but it does not bode well that this creature is dead.
Fuck, use the hair.
Mendex would like the winter clothing, so I don't have to keep wearing my nice clothing anymore.
Yeah, sure. So we'll produce the Gosray braid.
Yeah.
Hold on. I have that in my inventory. There we go. And see if there's any kind of reaction.
What are you doing with it specifically?
Just kind of holding it near the like weird maggot areas.
Yeah, you don't get a strong reaction, but it's definitely true that when you bring it close to the necromantic power, like the ichor and the dead maggots, you do feel that it veers away from them. This is not right. This is wrong. This is not the hair as you know it, but it is something. And even is playing with the cloak of leaves.
Trying to undo it, whatever it is. So the hair is pushing away from it, not toward it like it did on
Correct.
the island.
Yeah. This is wrong now. I need to know why.
Keep going to the top and find out. Are we close to the top by now, Joe?
You
do we
believe
feel
you're
like
only a couple hundred feet from the top, yes, like maybe 300 feet. So like
Oh.
a couple more iterations
Let's check it out.
you'll be up there. Yeah.
We can come back. Even starts piling snow on the body, and then is
Fuck. This one we burn now.
Is there anything interesting to take from it, Joe?
That's a great question. Well, let's look at the art of it again. I don't know. It doesn't have it's just an animal. I don't know. Like it's got big talons, but they're not overly powerful or anything like that. So I don't know. You can let me know if you want to take its beak or anything, but nothing jumps out at you as being like talismanable. But again, this is a giant creature, so just even as a trophy, like if you want its claws or its beak, it's huge.
Even do claws and beak, and then be like, whatever.
Okay. You're gonna allow
Not
him to do
eating
that,
something
Buck?
with
You're allowed
worms
to
in it.
take the claws and the beak?
Yeah, sure. Like as long as there's not any weird.
As long as they're not crawling with maggots.
Scrape
Yeah.
the maggots off first, yeah.
No maggots allowed.
Okay, fair enough. So you do that, and while he's butchering that, anybody who happens to have barber or surgery lore can also make a check. For anybody out there.
Oh hell! Well, I should have just been using that in the first place. If you're gonna.
So
That's
Puck
right.
can
You
make
have
a check,
surgery
eh?
lore. It's better than.
Here, there's a
Oh,
crit
no,
fail
there-
for you.
Okay.
What time is it? That's it's only 11 o'clock. All right. But
It's your reputation on the line. It's what we're talking about here. That's nothing to do with the
Puck
skill,
would
just
zero
your
point it.
reputation.
You're tempting me. Why are you tempting me?
I'm just calling you out. I'm not
Whose
actually.
side are you on?
All right. So Even has butchered it. You've looted the body, and you want to pile snow on it. Even, or you're gonna let him burn it before you leave. I think you're muted, but I think you said burn it.
If he wants to burn it, sure.
It's gonna be hard to stop him not to.
All right. Yeah, if you guys are gonna let Puck burn it between alchemist fire and whatever he can find around, I'm sure he can get that thing on fire.
Pull some twigs and throw it on top as well, and get it going.
All right.
While it burns, can I get some poulticing?
Sorry.
While it burns, can I get some fixing?
Some fixing. I don't understand. What do you?
I'm busted up.
Healing.
I need healing.
Oh, you need healing. yes. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I missed that. Are you?
Yeah,
the
I
one hurt?
suppose.
Mendax is hurt too. Okay. So yeah.
I can't heal myself though.
Okay.
I've already done it once.
Yeah, so I guess Puck can sprint some around, so go ahead and roll it. I was thinking about how we can speed this up. I think we'll talk about it during the...
Yeah,
It really
let's
comes down
just
to if we can
let's
say,
just take the
is there going to
freebies
be an
this
encounter in
time.
the next 1 hour? It's really what it comes down to.
Yeah,
It'll
yeah.
take
Let's
us
just-
roughly an hour to heal everybody. So if you want to tell us at that point, Joe, we can then slow it down, quick heals, or we can just go ahead and say, hey, we're done. In 1 hour, we finished healing everything.
Yeah, if you're willing to spend, like, whatever it takes, like, I think it's an hour to get even up to full, right? Because if you take the
Roughly,
freebies...
it'll probably less than an hour, but in the next hour, if
Yes.
you want to say that no, you need to go in order, then we'll go in order.
No, I don't
If
want to. I
there's
don't want to waste
nothing in
time
the next
doing
hour-
it. So the answer is I'm going to heal everybody to full, but I think it's going to take about an hour to do that. Is that track?
Yeah, we figure about an hour. It's just really if you want to stop us and there might be something coming, like another bird or something coming in
Correct.
for whatever reason, then we could slow it down and figure out
Agreed.
exactly what we're at.
Yeah. So we'll talk about it. I'd like to have like an easy way we can just do it with averages or something, so we don't spend 10 minutes healing between battles. But okay, yeah. So you kill about an hour healing up and butchering and doing all this stuff, and you are going to continue onward up to this peak. That all happened. Where's this? Okay. You continue upward, the summit just a few hundred feet higher. So as you walk, you begin to... So you walk for a while, like another 20, 30 minutes, and then you begin to start noticing these large, worn stone slabs on the walkway that you're following up this side of the mountain that long ago could have been steps. You see them infrequently every once in a while. You see something that looks like there could have been steps ages ago going up the side of this mountain. But all you see now are just random bits of marble breaking out from the ground.
Large steps or human-sized steps?
Large steps. They were made for something much larger than you, if they are based on the size of the slabs.
Larger than the gods we've seen so far?
Yes. You would think like these would be giant-sized steps, like physical giant-sized steps. And you go for a while until you reach the beginning of the summit. Doodly-doo. I mean, low when that loads for you.
Anybody else have a really bad feeling for Prometheus at this moment?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
It's not. Yeah, what I mean.
What do you mean?
Everything. No bird flying. Bird looks like it got beat to snot. We ain't talking about poor Prometheus here.
Alright.
So I'm expecting the worst at this moment.
Yeah, so let's get up there.
Exactly. Not like we
Old,
can do anything
was the
this-
body old? The body was old. Like, at least a day or two old, at least.
Where are those
Like,
medicine
the body
checks
was
at?
frozen or whatever.
What medicine checks were made on the body? I think you made one even. Do you remember what it was?
It was probably poor. Just if he's frozen, I was
When
tearing
he put
stuff
out
off.
the arm, how did it taste? Was it fresh meat or a few weeks
That's a
old
valid point. You
That
did
would be
rip
a
off
better,
an arm with your
better
mouth.
check for even. He knows fresh meat.
It was fairly fresh. It was days old, not weeks old. Yes.
Okay. Let's get up there.
So you're now at the spire, and you see some of those big marble steps as you're going. Is anybody doing anything interesting or otherwise notable as you walk up the mountain?
So this is the walkway.
Yeah, this is the walkway, and it goes up, kind of just spirals up. And like each one of the levels is fairly high and fairly steep. So you believe it's possible to climb up to the next level, but very difficult, especially for the people in your party.
I'll give it a try and try to peek somewhere.
Okay. So you come up to the wall, and you can go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Sure. And I'm assuming that an 18 is not good enough, so I'll roll.
Correct. That is good enough, but you don't critically succeed. So you go up 5 feet, and you think it's at least 50 feet tall. So you believe you're going to make 10 regular successes.
Yeah, everyone else can keep climbing while Even's. We'll keep walking while Even's climbing.
Okay. So Even's gonna climb up. Everyone else is gonna go forward, or what's the plan?
I think Squirrel would want to proceed stealthy. So
Okay. So you can.
I'm
move,
all
like-
for stealthing at the same time. Also, that's not a bad thing.
All right. Everybody good to be stealthy? Okay. So yeah.
Can songs be whispered in somebody's ear?
I don't think so. I assume they have to be sang. I think that's kind of the point, but we can look it up later.
Pretty sure it's rolling around in my head for the last several hours.
Can spells be chained together?
What do you mean?
Like, can I message a song into Even's ear?
I don't know. That's a great question. I don't know how the bard spells work. Oh wow, if you hover over the composition, it tells you things. That's amazing. You must use an auditory performance. If it includes somatic component, you must use a visual on the scheme. Blah 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 blah. I don't know. Because when you cast a spell, you have to speak loudly and clearly. I don't think you can sneakily sing. So I'm gonna go with no. I
Okay.
think you're gonna have to want to sing. All right. So I'm
Fair
gonna move
enough.
you all up together and move you a couple times. Just a little bit. So let's just say evens needs to make 10 things. So I'll move you to there. We'll say that was like 4 of his checks. So go ahead and make 4 more checks even. Zoom out. No. But you didn't fall. You just failed to make progress. Yeah. You have failed to make progress.
That's a 7.
Alright, 2 more. That one you make progress, so you're now 10 feet up. That one you made progress, you are 15 feet up. So you gonna keep going? You realize you're struggling with this a bit. You gonna keep going?
How far ahead of me are they?
I don't know. Let me see. Always go to the wrong measuring tool. Like 120 feet ish. Like 100 feet away.
Yeah, he'll just keep climbing. That's fine. Just whatever.
Okay.
I'll pile on a bunch of checks and you can figure it out.
Right. And so I assume, again, now let's kind of set up in an order here down here. So Squirrel is in front on Wrapup, presumably. Where does everybody else want to be? And everybody's being sneaky, but line up how you want to line up with Squirrel ahead.
Puck and Franko next to each other. Franko and Mendax next to each other. Puck in the back.
Seems reasonable to me.
Oops.
All right. Are you gonna be right on him, or are you gonna give Puck some Squirrel some space?
Well, we know there's something up here, so giving him space is fine, but I don't want to give him too much space.
Can Puck follow?
Yeah,
still?
just-
Is that something that can be done?
Puck can follow the expert, and none of you are expert stealthers except for Even. So he cannot follow the expert. There is no expert to follow.
I have a plus. I mean, it's not that bad. I was just crap rolls. I have a +3 on stealth. It's not
That's not
amazing,
that
but
great.
it's.
That's pretty crap.
All right,
I mean,
let's
guys, I have a
say that
3.
let's say that even slides down, and I'll just come up with the gang. 'Cause I probably shouldn't separate anyway if we're struggling this bad.
So
So
yeah,
that's fine. I don't come back.
you try scrambling up the mountain. You burn like a minute or so, half a minute going up there, and then you come back down. Oh god!
Ah!
And you're gonna what? Just come over and catch up.
Yeah, it just comes.
And you can
Catching
use
up.
stealth at full speed. Like, do you have that ability? Are you super cool?
Nope, not yet.
Okay, not yet. Okay. So yeah, so he catches up. Oh, I guess he wouldn't catch up, but you'd see him. Would you wait for him if you saw him coming back up?
Definitely.
Yeah.
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 Okay. All right. So even where would you
now,
be in this?
now we
pack?
can follow.
In the front.
Okay, in the front. So now, yes, Puck, you can follow. So basically, you have a +6 instead of a +3 to your stealth checks.
All right.
All right. So you guys continue on, and you get to about there, and then I'm going to call for a perception check.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Agreed.
You are all lucky that Squirrel is with you, because
So 10.
Because as you're walking, you watch as the wind from the layer above blows off some ice, and it makes this beautiful swirl in the air. But then you realize there is this one section of ice that is shifting too much, and it actually begins to collapse. But Squirrel was able to spot the trap before it set off. So this could have happened to somebody.
Thank you, Squirrel.
But yes, but no. But so basically Squirrel throws his arm up, and you watch as the snow blows off the top and falls down, and like an ice sheet shatters in front of you, and you are not harmed.
Squirrel, is this a man-made thing, or is this somebody set it off?
Can I tell that?
Yeah, you can use
As a-
nature or I guess crafting or whatever skill you think makes most sense for Squirrel's knowledge of that sort of thing.
Right. So you're
The Snare
saying
Master.
like, yeah. So my knowledge of nature, does it look like a natural?
Correct. You can do that, or if you think it's correct.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, you believe that this is perfectly viable to be happening in nature. It is a little odd that it happened as you were walking by it, but you know there is wind here. This sort of thing does happen, and you don't see anything on the ground that indicates there wasn't like a tripwire or a pressure plate. You don't see anything that indicates it was a trap that was set off for a snare.
Okay.
All right. You guys are continuing on then.
Mhm.
All right.
Onward.
You get to more of those big cool steps. And let me kind of just rearrange you guys because you're like rotating a bit. Alright. You continue up some more. And you can see, like, again, there's a plateau here, which is again like 50 feet higher than you. And then as you round this corner, it gets even higher and steeper. Like there's something even higher than that is up this ridge. So I will move even to there. And everybody else behind him. Raplius. Alright. And you continue on. Doodly-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh, apparently. Can someone see through that?
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Oh well.
It's can't really tell what it is.
Fair
but,
enough. What it is unfortunate. But so it goes. So yeah, I will just move you past it and hope things work out. Hope it doesn't get worse. I tested this too, and I didn't run into this problem. All right. Anyway, so you are now rounding the edge to the top over there, and I'm gonna ask for another perception-y check. Let me mash the button. Delete. Okie dokie.
Thank you, Squirrel.
So as you turn the corner and you can see like a clear shot of the spire, you are fairly certain that there is a ring of fog around the top of it that does not appear to be natural. There is a ring of fog around the top of the spire that is like too precisely shaped and not being affected by the winds all around you. And
Squirrel would nudge Puck for a magic detect.
It's pretty high up. How far is your detect magic, Puck? Is that 60 feet or is it more? The old game was
Let
60.
me see. Hold on. Europe. It's a 30-foot emanation, and I could reach it to make it 60.
Yeah, that's like 90 feet above you at this point. So yeah, you can't tell from where you are, but it is unnatural looking for sure. All right. And Even is leading the way up these stairs around that corner. And when you get to here, Squirrel, you hear a noise. So again, there's all this wind is blowing around you, some light snow is falling, and you're moving around, and you're fairly certain you hear, somehow, from all this, you hear, and a firebolt jumps out from the fog.
Jesus.
And I will roll a dice in secrecy. Where is it? And Squirrel, you are hit with a scorching ray for 7 damage. So you watch as a firebolt just goes out of the fog from up around here and slams into you, Squirrel.
I don't like that.
How high up is that?
From your current position, about 40 feet.
Okay.
If you want to go straight up, yeah, about 40 feet.
Okay. And so if I stare directly, can I see where it came from? Like,
You
is there
see a
anything
vague
to
direction, but it's the game isn't showing the fog, but there is fog all up on this, and basically it came out of the fog. So you vaguely hear, but that's only when you saw it exit the fog. And it blasted right into you, just straight down at an angle.
Are
Alright.
we going to fight?
Yeah, well, there's no sense in stealth anymore. Let's just sprint up
Yeah,
there.
just charge. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up the side of the mountain.
All right. Let's just go into initiative now. Then why not? Take Raplius out. Go to initiative. Dun, 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 dun. All right. And if I mash that button, we get initiative. If I mash the beginning counter, it should pop out for everybody. Mendax, you have 1 initiative.
Oh joy. Well,
We're just sitting ducks down here. You might as well charge up.
1. I know where I can even move to. I can't even see. 2.
I'm gonna stop you there, buddy. So when you get to here, you realize that the rocks around the topmost step are loose, and they are loose in an oddly prepared way. Like, this is very obviously manufactured, and you watch as the ground beneath you gives, and you are affected by the icy rock slide. Let me do it publicly.
So this is a public execution, is what you're saying?
You make a reflex save.
Hooray.
So you watch as the ground beneath you begins crumbling away. What looked like a marble step begins crumbling away in such a way that you actually begin rolling down the stairs. That is a regular success. So the creature takes half damage and falls prone into space. So you don't roll down the thing taking lots of damage. So you take half damage. I'll mash the button. So you're taking half. And you only fall down prone in the space. And now it is very visible to everybody else that there is like a icy scree kind of area up here. So you fall prone.
Hey,
that was
Bendix is good for something.
That was your second
Third
move.
action.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah,
gonna
that's my second. The third action, I'd like to try to get out of that and stand up.
Standing up is an action, so you can crawl out of it or you can stand up.
Well, if I stand up, I'm still in it. I don't want to be in it, so I guess I crawl out of it. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, we'll go with you crawl out of it.
I crawl to there. Third action, I don't want to be in there.
Fair
I'll
enough.
stand up for next time.
All right, Even, it is your turn. And now that you see the scree, it's still rough terrain, and you risk falling down on it, but you can take your time and make it acrobatics or athletics to jump over it or nimble through it. Or you can just be Even. And what does Even do?
Even's just gonna go straight up the side of the mountain.
Good choice.
So your speed is 25, and it took you 10 feet to get there. So you just go 15 feet up, and are you just moving 3 times?
Well, I can move twice because I had to rage.
Okay, so 15 feet up, and then 25 more feet above that. That's 20. It's 40 feet up. Again, it's from your position. It's 40 feet. So yeah, you get right to the edge, and there's fog. So I'm just gonna move you like that. Can you see?
I can see it.
It's interesting. If I click off, okay, there. Now, no, good. Yeah, so you see fog.
So there's nothing around me that I could bite with like a sudden charge.
No, you do not see
Okay,
anything like
fair
that.
enough.
And I think you'd have to start your turn seeing it anyway to sudden charge it. But yes,
That's fine.
so you're there. You don't see anything, but you hear. I was gonna say whispering, but I'm gonna say you hear shouting. You hear shouting in the fog. From like near the center of the fog, and something is going to attack you. Even.
Who's shouting? What are they saying?
You don't understand the language, Even.
Okay, fair enough.
But you hear shouting, and then you hear and you watch as from the fog a burst of fire comes out and shoots you. I didn't copy it right. I'm the best at this. Thank you. All right. So in the fog that you can't see, you watch from over here, just a bunch of fire comes out. And I'm going to go ahead and just do this publicly because it's more fun. You were shot with burning hands, so go ahead and give me a reflex save. That is a failure. You take the full 7 damage. And that's it. And now we're up to Frankko.
Franco's going to do Franco things. He's going to run along over here. He's going to attempt to parkour along the wall over the little area here.
Mhm.
So I assume acrobatic check on the
Yeah.
run.
That's fine. Acrobatics is good.
Just put your foot in the middle of Mendak's back and jump.
Parkour!
Should work fine.
Well, let's if he slips, he might.
All right, yeah, so you're going to parkour your way up. Yeah, you easily make it.
Okay. And then I'll just keep going at my speed here.
You're super fast speed, right? Because you have, was it 40 feet or plus 40 feet?
Well, no, because that only lasts for 10 minutes.
Ah.
I count that it's,
That's right,
yeah.
1 minute, 10 minutes, yeah. Yep. All right.
And I'll like, you can sort of see where I am. Well, I guess I should really be here. He's trying to hug the wall
Okay.
as
Smart.
much as he can.
Smart. Okay. All right, Squirrel. You got blasted by fire.
Yes, Squirrel wants to get up there. So he's Raplius has 30, and my thought would be to try to make a jump with Raplius over the affected area. What's the jump logic again?
It's athletics. Raplius would be making an athletics check.
Okay,
Jump
and
check is
Yeah, it's jump. It's athletics, and a long jump is just the I'm pretty sure it's just the DC of the distance you want to go. Right.
okay, and yeah, so yes, okay, athletics.
Yep, he's more than fine.
Go. Okay, so then, and the distance is it just same as speed for the jump?
So you can always we looked at it last time. So when you leap, you can move 10 feet horizontally if your speed is at least 15 feet without even making a check. So I shouldn't even had to have you make it. So you can clear that with Raplius easily as part of a move as well. As it's an action to leap. So
Well,
basically, you'd walk up to it, you'd use an action to leap over it, and then you could continue more actions.
Okay, so well, I got here after one action, so you're saying I needed to spend an action to get next to it, and then do the jump.
Yeah, I think so. Unless you want to do like a
Okay.
running jump and roll it, but you already did roll it. So let's say you did it all in 2 moves. Let's say in 2 moves you can move twice and get over it. I'll give it to you. 'Cause it's
Oh,
only a
okay,
10-foot
all
jump.
right. So
I-
then,
I've done-
right, I would have been back here, and so here I would have, hopped
Okay.
over here, and then I think Squirrel will just keep running along the wall then for the last action.
Okay.
I've done some studying on the athletic stuff.
Yeah.
To make a long jump, you have to have a 10-foot running start unless you have a feat that even has.
Okay.
So he has to make a 10-foot move and then the jump. So it's part of it's just all flung together in the movement. So
Okay. So that
it's
when you're
2
making the
actions,
actual
but yeah.
long jump, well, long jump is 2 actions and you get a move as part of it. So yeah, whatever. I'll give it to you. It's fine. I'll memorize this correctly next going forward. But Puck. Puck's asleep. Puck. Christopher. No. No.
Move him.
No. We'll assume he's moving for now, but alright, Mendex.
All right, action 1. I guess I have to stand up.
Yes, I guess you were prone. You were prone.
Action 2, move. Action 3, I'm gonna go find the next pit trap.
You do
Gotta
not
help my
find a
team
pit,
somehow.
you do not find a pit trap. Yeah, you did a good job.
Yet.
Not yet. All right, that was your whole move.
All right, that's 3 actions.
All right, even. You're at the top of this thing. You got blasted by fire, but didn't seem to care.
Did I hear the person move after the blast?
Yes, you did. I'm not even gonna make rolls. You did hear it move after the blast.
Okay, so even I'll just move, get low to the ground and just move this way. Did I
Okay.
run into anybody on that way?
Yes, there are 2 things you run into. So there is a big stone slab that you bump into over here.
Okay.
And you believe, swinging your arms around, that you believe that there is a person in one of the 3 squares above you.
Can I make a seek action to locate them?
Yes, you can. You can make a perception check with Seek to see if you can locate them.
And that's good. Yeah.
That is not good enough. No, so you believe it's in one of the 3 tiles ahead of you, but they are hidden and concealed.
All right. Well, I guess I'll take a random snap and try to hit one. You want me to roll a d6?
Yeah, roll a d6.
Where are the dice? Why do I always forget this?
On the bottom left, there's like a d20 icon. Do that. The sidebar on the left. The bottom after the move stuff. Simple dice roller.
Let's see it.
Or I could use /roll 1d6.
Yeah. Sure.
But yeah.
Yeah, of course. Great. Show my me.
Aye.
Oh, why does it not work?
It's like, I'll do it. Don't worry. It's fine. Everything's fine. You rolled a 3, which is one of the 2 you needed. A 3 and a 4 was correct. So you choose the square directly ahead of you, and there is something there. So now you have to roll a d20 because it has concealment. It's a flat check.
Right.
But you did choose the right square, so you got that going for you.
Well, I have that. I'm blind.
What's up?
Why don't I have that?
I don't know. On the left side,
He's
it
still trying
auto
to find
hides, but the thing that you use to measure tool and stuff, at the bottom of that, there's a dice roll.
Oh God, I'm so dumb. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So yeah, roll a d20.
Roll a d20.
That is good enough. Yes, you have hit the person. You hit the thing in front of you.
Can I make it a grapple with my mouth?
I guess, yeah. It's still all the same to
Whatever
me.
you want.
Yeah, it's all the same to me, so yeah. A grapple against, yes, that is, you have grappled. You have something in your mouth, something small. A small creature is in your mouth. And as you're not gnawing on it, but you're using your teeth as part of your hold, and surprisingly, it is not screaming or whelping or making any noise other than you feel it writhing, and every once in a while you hear some of those clicks.
Is it a humanoid thing?
Yes, it feels humanoid in your mouth.
Is it 20? And is a 29 a crit?
No, it is not.
Okay.
All right. Then it's turn. So I think the first thing it wants to try to do is escape. And I have to look at what skills it's good at. I have to see acrobatics and athletics are equal, so I will go ahead and just use acrobatics, say that it's sneaking out. A 20, what's your
22. Nope.
22? What's 22 for? Because you're a
That's
wrestler?
against my athletics or my fortitude, whichever is better.
Oh, fun. Okay, so yeah, so you watch as it rides out and can't get out and fails, which is absolutely wonderful. What are you wearing, even? A breastplate. Cool. So you watch as it's wriggling and writhing, and you feel as it gets its hand free. You can feel on the side of your body, its hand is doing something odd. You feel like these gestures are being done on your body, and then you hear...
It's making Bella has to make a flat check, but...
Correct, it is having to make a flat check. So it rolls a d20, and it makes the flat check. So it does succeed, and it casts a spell on you. Casts Heat Metal. So you make a reflex save.
For some reason, that does seem like the smartest idea. If your guy's holding you, grappling you, and you eat his armor, you're being grappled. Seems
Correct.
like not the best idea in the world.
Unless you have resistance to heat damage, fire damage.
Yeah. It's a great move.
You have failed. So the instant damage is this button, right? Click on me, click damage. The damage button is not working. Wonderful, A+. But it is 4d6 fire damage. Do you have any resistance to fire damage?
Nope.
Okay, so you take the 14, and then you're taking persistent damage as well. That happens on your turn though, so we'll get back to that. And that's pretty much it. That's it. You can take off your armor, but it takes time. And that is its turn. And You hear shouting south of you. They're shouting in the middle, and they're shouting down here, and it's all in a language you don't understand even.
Okay.
And Frankko.
Can any of the rest of us hear any of the shouting?
Yes. Between the wind, it's hard to hear, but yeah, I'll say you can all hear it.
Is it in a language that any of us understand?
No.
Doesn't Frankko understand everything?
No.
Ah.
He does not understand everything.
He has the magic ring.
He does have a magic ring, but you pick a language every day to know.
You have to pick it before you activate it?
It's supposed to do it during preparations for the day, yeah. Is how the item is ordered.
What if you kept the ring off until the last moment? You hear the thing and use an action to put the ring on. Can you then pick the language you're listening to?
I don't think so, but we'll talk about it later. So yeah, Frankko, you're moving.
I'll put that out. I'll put that out.
Yeah, so that's one move. All I see is fog, so I have no idea where the hell I'm going.
Correct. Yeah.
Do I hear any more screaming near me? Can I pinpoint where
they were shouting up here as far as you're concerned, and you see the beginnings of stairs that lead into the fog. So like there are stairs to the next level there.
Okay. Gosh. I guess I'll just come up and then continue to try to listen to figure out where you should go. Like just try to track noises if you can.
You can seek. We can just make a perception check.
Yeah, they're not being particularly stealthy, so.
Yep. There is something directly in front of you. You hear someone directly in front of you there.
Okay. So I'll stab at it then.
Okay. Do you have another action?
Let's see. I moved up. Yeah, I think so. Right. One. Let me just.
I didn't see where you moved from and to, but probably.
It was from. Why can't I grab myself now? Weird.
Yeah. I think you probably have it. Yeah. Nope. That is a miss. I know you don't even need to roll the concealment because you missed. All right. And then it gets to go because it was delaying. So you see as a dwarf comes out of the fog, and there is a picture of him. Blanc.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Where does that say there? A white-haired dwarf walks from the set of stairs, out from a ring of fog encircling the peak, dragging a wooden great club behind him, beating his chest. His chants grow louder as he doubles in size. He turns to you, raising the massive tree trunk of a club, and says in common, Frankko, "Come then." And he gets big. He gets big. And he gon' try to shove you. So he comes up to you and he tries to shove you backwards. And he uses athletics to do that, right? Skills. Athletics. Boom. And he goes against your... He just pushes you back 5 feet, yeah. So he pushes you like that, and he steps down. And he looks out over and just sees you, because everybody else is under the edge. So he is now in your face. Come then. And then... the giant dwarf druid fight music starts. And... where is it? Is it this one? No. This one. Alright, we're doing this. Squirrel.
Hey, it doesn't play for me.
It might take a second. Hopefully it plays.
Do I have line of sight on the big dwarf?
This is a 20-foot cliff, so no, you need to get to at least the stairs.
Okay. So I will move
Rapids is going to be hanging out.
up to my 30 feet. 30 feet of Wrapup. Okay, so here, am I seeing him?
If you click on yourself,
It looks
yes,
like
you
I
do.
am by
Yeah,
the.
correct. And he's big
Okay.
enough now and on the edge of the fog that he's visible.
All right, then I will do hunt prey and a normal crossbow. I'm gonna assume it was loaded after I got hit by crap.
All right.
Ooh,
There we
Yeah,
go.
that'll be a good
Nice.
start. Yeah. The critical hit deck says for piercing, hobbled until healed, the target is clumsy 2 and takes a minus 10-foot penalty to all speeds.
Hmm.
All right,
That's interesting.
clumsy 2.
Okay, and then I'll do my. And is it double damage? Is it critical
it is
damage
double
or
damage.
not?
Correct. Yeah,
Okay, it would say otherwise. Okay.
correct.
So I do critical. And hey,
Oh yeah, so big hits. There you go. And then Puck, are you awake, Puck?
Yeah.
Yes, you have 2 turns because you missed last turn.
Okay. I need to squoze around this thing, I suppose.
You need to squoze or jump or whatever. Squozing is cool. Yeah, if you want to like walk up there and.
Yeah,
squeeze that.
let's squeeze past through the rocks.
Yeah, make whatever acrobatics.
Do.
Yep, easy squoze.
Alright. So then that would be the last of that move. And then let's see. So I'm hearing all this shenanigans, I would imagine. Is that line? Oh, there's the fog.
Yeah, it only registers when you can see it, which is odd. It was I'll work on that later. Anyway, but yes, you can see it now. You can see the dwarf.
All right. Let's see. That was 2 moves, so unfortunately, I can't whack him with anything. Oh wait, the sling's range
you
is
get your sling. Don't you?
yeah, and that's the current in hand.
Yeah, I'd say you
Thing.
still. Yeah, it makes sense that you'd be carrying the sling around. Sure, I'll give you that.
Yeah, all right. Let's take one of those at him.
Nope. You throw a rock vaguely in the direction of the dwarf. All right, Mendex.
Okay.
1, 2. I don't know where the staircase is. You said it was over here somewhere.
Yep, if the dwarf is standing on it.
Okay. I like to try to get past him and try to get to this position here.
You're gonna tumble through him because he's on the
Up him?
stairs. He's blocking all of the stairs. It's a 10.
All right, we'll go tumble then.
All right,
Tumble time.
tumble through. You make an acrobatics against what? I'm gonna go out and say that you failed that. I don't know what you're rolling against, but I think that's lower than all the things you'd be rolling.
Something
against.
on your side.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
pretty
you
sure.
know
I'm
what?
pretty sure it's failing.
It's
but...
late. You know what? I could do better than that. See?
Nope. No, you can't.
Yeah, so I think you just stop in front of him. I don't think you fall.
I do. I
prone.
get blocked. It's
Yeah.
3 actions to then.
All right. That's it. Yeah.
I got a question though. Can I?
Tumble through is a reflex DC, so with him being clumsy too, I don't know if that matters, but
His reflex is showing is pretty high. I'll make sure that clumsy is applying to it. It is. It is.
okay, cool, perfect.
Yeah, he's still good.
Thanks for trying. To perceive stuff that he's wearing or has on him, is that a action?
If you just want to look, no. But if you want to seek and do something specific, yes. What are you trying to do?
Around his belt or any items around his belt, potion style or anything like that that is noticeable?
He is wearing winter clothing. He has his great club. He's wearing scale mail, and you see on his side he's got a very well-made looking stein. And he's also wearing one of those cloak of leaves.
Okay.
Oh,
How'd that happen?
Sorry.
I don't know. What happened to Heal Index, please? I don't know what that was
From the
about.
last fight.
Okay.
I don't,
Even, it's your turn.
So even will try to hold on to her with assurance and see if that works. Him, her, is it her?
You don't know at the moment.
Okay.
But yeah, with assurance, is that just what is that, an 18?
An 18
versus what? Their 40.
versus their fort DC.
That does work.
All right. So even will hold on with for free, and then we'll try to trip this small person.
All right. Trip is against their fortitude as well, or is that that's reflex? Right. Yeah. So go ahead and try to trip them. That is a trip. Yes.
Is that a crit?
No.
Okay.
Grabbed and prone. That's a wonderful spot to be.
And now he's gonna bite.
Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's fine. All right, and then what?
Bite.
Bite, and isn't this a 10 now, or does your maintain not use an attack action?
If I use assurance, it doesn't hurt my map at all.
If you use assurance, it doesn't get penalties for your map. It doesn't use your map. We'll look at that later. But okay, fine. So 23, that is a hit on the thing in your mouth.
It does have a map on it.
What doesn't?
No, it does have a map.
Well, he took one. I was curious if he needed two, because he tripped, which was using it
two.
once.
Oh, okay.
And then he maintained at the
Gotcha.
beginning, which I don't think affects your map. But we'll look it up, I guess. That's a damage roll. Yes, that is a hit. That is a damage roll. Yes, and a 23 is not a critical hit. So yeah, so you hit something. You hit. Apparently, it tells you it's no. You hit no. All right, that's your turn. And Gnome goes. Gnome is on initiative, so Gnome goes. Gnome doesn't like being held by you. Gnome wants to get out. Gnome is going to acrobatics his way out. A 22 is the number I needed, right?
Correct.
All right, so it stands up. It's now free from your grapple. It's free from the prone. That's 2 actions, and it's going to
Free
move.
from the gravel and stands up, yeah.
And runs. Runs away. You hear it vaguely moving west, like leftward. And it's done. Even you hear frantic scraping and stabbing in the middle of this, near that stone like thing you bumped into earlier. Something is scraping and stabbing over there.
Okay.
And Frankko.
We are going to start with a taunt.
As one does.
As one does.
Yeah. That wins.
Okay. Says, "Come then," makes himself huge, fancies himself the toughest of men, but all I see is a stooge.
And he's frightened now? Or what? What's your taunt?
He is, yes, he's frightened one
Okay.
and antagonized, so he's got to come at me to get rid of that.
I'm sure he will.
I'm sure he will. I'm gonna go around his back. I assume I'm in a flank.
Yes, but again,
He's on the stairs.
yeah, he's on the stairs, so you technically have to tumble through him. Like, where you are, there's a wall. It's hard to see with the fog, but, like, that's a wall. You'd have to tumble through him to get behind him, or you have to climb this wall.
How tall's the wall?
That is a 20-foot wall.
All right, that's fine. I'll stay here then. Let's crank out a finisher on him.
That is a hit. Alright, he takes that. Wow. What else? Taunt attack.
I guess I'll tumble through to see if I can get some more
Okay.
panache and end up on the other side.
Versus his fort. Or,
Yeah.
so, against his reflex DC. Which is successful because he is so fucking Whatever, clumsy. Being enlarged makes him clumsy too, so I think he's technically a clumsy 4 at the moment.
Nice.
I'm not sure that it works like that, but I think he's a clumsy 4 based on what I see. Yeah, so you tumbled through, so you get another panache, and you're done.
That's it. Yep.
The dwarf is super pissed off at all of that. So he turns to you, and he seems to have no problem identifying you in the fog. He looks right at you and just wordlessly, gutturally roars, like, and you hear a thundering roar comes out of his mouth. So everybody within 10 feet, that's you and Mendex, both need to make a will save.
No, sir, I'm not going to. I refuse.
Oh. Both of you have failed and will take the full 4d8 sonic damage. So he roars, and you are all filled with dread. You both failed, so you're also frightened 1. And does him casting a spell at you? And well, it was an area spell, so I'll say no. But then he's going to turn to you and swing at you, Frankko, with his great club anyway. Because you're the best dwarf in the friggin' world. Just fuck me. Melee. This sword is heavy. You are fatigued. Yeah, great. Just stack on another debuff. Fuck this.
Well done.
Oh man, fatigued. Absolutely fantastic. So yeah, so he misses. He watches. He has this great club that's as big as any of the trees that even knocked over when he was crossing the swamp with you guys. Like even was struggling to knock them over and push them. He's swinging this almost effortlessly, but slams it hard into the ground and almost stuns himself. And that's it for him. Squirrel.
He should have used the hero point. Okay. I'll do reload, hunter's aim, crossbow.
Jesus.
There we go.
That is a critical hit. I don't like this.
Critical. Did we do the deck?
Oh, yeah, let me do the deck. Good call. I can find it over here. I do the deck.
What other status things can we hit him with?
Correct. Piercing, sucking chest wound. The target is fatigued. He's already fatigued. That's
Double
fine.
fatigue.
You still get your double damage, though.
Okay. Oh
boy.
And the 1d8.
A lot of damage.
Oh boy. Yep. He is not happy.
That's it.
All right. Puck. Are you there, Puckery?
All right, I am going to use a reach spell to put him within range to smack him from here,
All right.
so I don't have to get any closer to all the weird shit going on up there.
Wise.
Oops.
Nice.
24.
Yeah, that'll hit. Nice. Oh dear. Yeah, that's doing it. So he begins shouting. Oh, apparently you ended your turn and I ended your turn. So yeah, Mendex, your turn. He begins shouting back. So he's shouting over you, Frankko, to somebody in the fog.
Alright, looks like I'm going to have to move to get flanking, right?
Yes, that's the perfect.
Is that spot good for you?
Yes, that is fantastic.
Okay. Might try something new today.
Oh.
I can find it.
Moving 140 feet, running down the mountain.
Yeah, I don't know why he's always dragging from his token when he's clicking on the buttons and stuff on his.
You know what I'm doing is, I'm so used to playing on other systems where I have to hit control to talk.
Oh.
I have a really bad habit of hitting control to talk to you guys
Understood.
when I don't need to. So it's, yeah, it's all on me.
All right, what
I
do you
can't
got?
find it.
You're frightened one. What do you got?
I got something stupid to do. Oh, here it is. Haha, you ready? Ta-da!
Make a melee strike against the adjacent foe, and if you hit, you can also attempt to steal from the target. Okay, cool. So yeah, so go ahead. Hit him first.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess the things that you talked about, that mug might be the only thing that might help him. So I'm going to try to steal his mug. Maybe it's a magical mug of fog seeing or something. I don't know. Whatever.
So first
The
you
fact
gotta
that
hit him
the-
though. You gotta hit him first.
Well, yeah, you know that part. It's overrated.
Well, you gotta roll
Oops, I
it.
hit the wrong. Sorry, wrong
Yeah.
button.
With
With
a
flanking.
flank, that's still a miss, even with all the clumsy and the flank.
And the fatigue?
And what?
Fatigue?
That should all be factored into his AC.
Well, it's -1. That's a -1 on me. Oh, it is. It frightened is on me. -1.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right, yeah. No, that is a hit, actually. You're right. I'm looking at all the debuffs on him. It's not counting one of them. So, yes, that is a hit. With sneak attack.
MVP vote for even for that one. Nice.
Yes.
All right. Here comes the damage.
I don't like this.
And then I'm gonna steal your. Now I'm gonna try to steal your mug.
Yes. So make your steal check. I don't even know what that is. It's thievery, I imagine.
It is.
Thievery.
Yeah.
Give me your damn mug.
What's the roll
Give me
against?
your damn mug.
What is you rolling against? I bet you. win.
Whatever it said under, it was against
Still
your.
alive?
He's
Is he
alive.
rolling against a corpse?
No, he is still alive. There is a tiny sliver of red, sir.
I'm not sure what it's against, to be honest.
All right, I'm gonna say you win. So I've moved a stein to you, and as you steal it, you watch as some of the ale inside spills. But as you pull it back, it is magically refilling itself.
Nice.
And he turns, and he's furious at you now. So he leaves
Oh, I
Frankko.
bet
he
he
turns to
is.
you.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable.
It's his mug.
That's two. Is that 2 actions? Yeah.
Was that two or
Oh,
three?
it doesn't even notice that I stole his mug.
Oh, he notices. He
Oh,
loves
I
that.
figured,
Was that 2 actions, Mendex?
No, it's 2 actions to the steal. I had to move 1 and steal
Okay.
the
Oh yeah, you moved.
attack
That's
and the
right.
mug
Yeah,
for
got
2.
it. Even.
Wait, so the mug doesn't. I thought the mug lets you do it for free. So you could do it to be 2
It's a
actions.
2 action. It's a 2-step action mug.
Oh, okay.
So 1 to move. I had to move in position,
Oh.
strike, and a mug action
Got
was
it.
2 more actions.
So I hear frantic scraping around the pedestal.
Yes.
I'll move to the scraping.
All right.
So tell me where to move.
Yeah, you would move like that, and then I guess if you want, you can seek.
Yeah. So but I know the square, yeah.
Yeah, it's something is there scraping here, and as you move there, your feet feel there's like a chain on the ground that you almost trip over,
Okay.
but manage not to.
Well, I rolled under 10 again.
Yeah,
so.
you can't tell, but somewhere to your left there is scraping.
We'll see if I hit it, I guess.
Roll a 1d6 too. Sorry.
D6?
Yeah, d6
Okay.
to vaguely know which tile you're gonna hit because you can't see anything. Yeah. Okay. Yep. So you choose that, and you smash into what feels like a large corpse. You hit something, and it does not move. You feel like you're hitting meat that is not moving when you hit it.
So I'm not hitting the thing that's scraping.
No, you hear the scraping nearby, but you're pounding on something, and you just feel meat.
All right, well, I'm done.
All right. The gnome goes, and she casts a spell.
Oh, Joe, I have 2 rounds of persistent damage I need.
Oh, from what? What gave you that? Oh, her thing. Yeah, her spell.
the fire hand.
I gotta roll a d20.
You
again.
roll a d20. You need to get a 15?
Yeah.
So you failed the first one. And go ahead and roll it again. You failed the second one.
Go fuck myself.
Yeah, so you're still burning.
Hot dice.
Hot dice. And where is that? I had something, and I don't know where I put it, and I can't find it now. It's very frustrating. She drops a spell on you, a spell you know very well, but I can't. Oh, I see it. It's behind this. So she drops a spell on you that you know very well. Even there is now a giant ball of flame underneath the fog that I can't show you for some stupid reason.
Yeah, I see it. I
But
see it.
I swear there's a ball of fire underneath you.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, it's under the fog. I should make the fog less opaque so you can see more. But anyway, she is casting the spell that has burned your ear, the flaming sphere. So go ahead and make your reflex save.
You mean fail my reflex save? You
Yeah,
got
why
it.
don't you go ahead and fail your reflex save for me, Chief?
Yep.
Can I
Got
change this opacity to like 4? Yeah, that's slightly better. Okay. Less fog-like, but whatever. Yes, you have failed, so you are taking the damages. You're taking the 3 damages,
Hooray!
and the
Wow.
ball of fire is still sitting on you. And again, the same sort of thing you hear, and then the fire appears. And that's its turn. You hear more frantic scraping, and the dwarf shouts something back. And the scraping stops. And they cast a spell from the darkness. And it is 14 hit points for the dwarf, which is not going to be enough. But fine! So even you hear someone chanting next to you. Someone has moved and started chanting a spell, and the dwarf
Okay.
is healed a little bit. Frankko.
Let's see. What makes most sense here? Probably, yeah. I think I'm gonna do a regular hit first.
Yes, that is a hit. Alright. Wow.
And then I'm going to do a finisher with a attack penalty.
Alright. That is still a hit.
Dog.
You got him to exactly 0 hit points.
Hey.
He had spells still. Oh well. So yeah, so he's a giant. He collapses to the ground. He's a giant dwarf that collapses to the ground dead. And that was 2 actions for you?
Mm-hmm. So let me kill this and this. Let's see, what else can I do? I can't really think of anything to do. I'll just pass with the last one.
Alright. Squirrel.
Eek.
You can see
All
if
right,
you want.
squirrel's gonna
Good.
charge on up there. Oops. And we think this thing is invisible, or just the fog is so
The fog.
thick?
The fog is problematic.
Okay. So we'll call this 2 moves. And I guess I'll move
Or you can seek. You can
Actually,
try to
I'll
guess
move
what
away.
things are.
right, but I have no actions to actually hit.
Oh, yeah, fair.
So I'll just get in position. Where in general do we? Oh, it was over here. So I'll move behind, even with the last one. I'll go sit over here.
And there's a big ball
Yeah.
of fire that's burning even, and it is burning away the fog around it, but the fog is constantly kind of flowing back into it. Puck.
I think we lost him.
Oops.
Oops. Yeah, okay.
Sorry, I hit the end turn.
It's
Yeah,
all
sorry
good.
about that.
And yeah, I think he's out again. So hopefully you don't need Puck. Mendex.
Hit with the sleeping spell.
Actually, I think I'm going to heal myself or make an attempt at it. Battle medicine.
Can you do that in the same day? Because it's the same day as they did it earlier. Is it once a day?
An hour. It has to be an hour.
Okay,
1 hour.
you're good. Yeah.
Wait. Let me check. Let me click on it to be sure.
Pretty sure you're good.
Battle medicine's daily. The checks are an hour.
All right. Once per day. Nope. I can't do it. I did it. All right.
Yep. Oh, and your frightened should be gone. It's not like Franco's. Your the frightened wears
Thank you.
off after the last.
You know what? I'm gonna have a nice drink of my new beer. Okay, we'll start. Here's my first action. I'll take a nice swig. How do I feel?
It is. I'm pretty sure it's just plain alcohol. It's not like a magical thing, but yeah, it is.
I was hoping.
Yeah.
All right. The dwarf in front of me. Things on him that would possibly no lenses or goggles or anything to see through fog.
No, nothing over his face or anything like that.
He has a cloak. He has a
A great
staff.
club, scale mail. He's got some
Still
holly and
like the whole
mistletoe on his belt as well in a pouch. That's it.
All right. I will detach the cloak and put it on and see if that helps at all.
Okay. You detach the cloak and
And
put it
on my own back.
Yep.
And
And
anything.
the same thing as even when you put it over your shoulders, you feel
It
this
seems to be warm.
warmness rub over your back, and the cold seems to be bothering you less, but you still have problems with the fog. The fog is still there.
Fog's still there. All right. That's my 3 actions.
All right. Even.
I will speak to see if I hear anybody. I will fail to speak. Sure will. So, I mean, they're being noisy. Do I hear anything?
Yeah, you do. They are being noisy. So, you hear that there is a person over here, vaguely, and a person over there, vaguely.
So Even's gonna go for the further one because he thinks that's the gnome who dropped fire on him.
It is. Yeah, you're going that direction, sure. So as you're walking through here, you almost fumble. So make a let's say a reflex save, because there is a big like corpse in the way.
Well, how about I leap?
Okay, you can leap. Sure, you can athletics over. So yeah, you know there's a big stone thing, so you're gonna like vault over it.
Yeah.
Make an athletics check. That's fine with me. All right, that's good enough. It's not great, but yeah. So you vault over it, and while you're vaulting, you essentially feel this mauled, mangled body. And as you put your hand into vault over it, and you actually catch part of its chest, and you feel just like Mervos, it's been split open, and things are missing from inside. So you feel like an empty chest cavity as you vault over it and get over to the other side.
And I will try to bite.
All right.
So I roll the d20.
Yeah, roll your d20. You have failed to bite.
And I will try to grapple.
All right.
Do I roll d20 again?
Yeah. You have succeeded. You have found the right spot.
Thank God.
What are you gonna do?
That's with assurance, so I'm just grabbing her.
Oh, yeah, and it worked. It worked last time. Works this time too. Yep. So she grappled. All right, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
Then it's her turn. And again, she doesn't like that, so she's gonna try to get out. 28 is good enough. Yeah, so he gets out.
They can't roll over a 10, they can't roll under a 13.
It's pretty true, yeah, it's not great. She's gonna move the flaming sphere. Isn't that just like a concentration action? So she can escape, move, and move the sphere. So she's gonna do that. Yeah, so she's gonna move again. You feel her, she moves like north and away from you. And then she's just gonna roll the ball of fire onto you again. And you're still on fire. So actually you need to make another d20 for your turn that you just took to see if you are still on fire from that.
I have to fail another d20, ready?
If you want to, yeah, you did. So first off, the flaming sphere damage, and then the heat metal
Do I
damage.
do a reflex?
Yeah, flaming sphere is a reflex. You're right, correct.
Fail a reflex save? Here we go.
Yeah. Oh, you
you
crit
succeeded.
succeeded that one. So with the flaming sphere, you take no damage from a crit save. But that other one, you do take 5 persistent damage. So you're still on fire, and the fireball is following you. And as it moves through, it's cleared the fog. So now it's cleared the fog over the Robe Titan. I can't actually remove it, but imagine this section in the middle from like here to here has been cleared out. But there's nobody in it currently. And someone right next to you even, to your south over here, the one you chose not to hit, you hear as he is scooping something off of the table, you hear the rustling of a bag, and then he begins running away from you. And Frankko, it's your turn.
Do I hear him running?
Yes.
I guess I do the perception to see if I can figure out where, right?
Yes, correct.
How that goes.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, you have a pretty good idea that he is essentially at the edge of this. He is running towards the edge of that.
Okay. Frankko will basically like tie off his rope with a lasso, but try to make it extra big so it covers a wide area, and we'll toss it over in that direction, trying to cover a bunch of the squares.
Okay.
It's like he'll tie like a slip knot in it, basically.
Okay. It's gonna be very difficult, but yeah, go ahead and do your normal doohickey, your secrety star knifey thing. Yeah, so you throw it into the fog where you think you've heard it, and you don't feel anything tight. Like you tighten it a bit, and you don't feel anything catch.
Okay. Then he'll just run over in that direction.
Okay. Yep. So yeah, you essentially run into him. Let me move you here. So once you get to there, you can kind of sense that he's right in front of you, and there's also something above you that is moving slowly. Was that all your actions, or you got more?
Seek is one, I assume, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, yeah, that's pretty much all I got then.
Okay. Squirrel. There's fog everywhere.
All right. So I've got this golden-eyed orb. How can I put this over?
Good.
There we go. So concealed or hidden, is that the status of
Correct. Yes.
people in the fog?
Yes. I think you still need to make
so
a seek to vaguely know, like make a perception check to know vaguely where it is, but you have no penalties or need to make any more rolls. Just do you vaguely know where one of them is? Make a perception check.
I mean, like, we can also
Right,
say
well-
Frankko is, like, pointing, when he bumps into stuff, he'll, like, they're right in front of me, you know.
Well, then he's just shooting where you're shouting, but yes.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's true. I guess is the golden orb going to allow me to see better, or somehow get me over the hump for
Well, you might
being able to target them?
You won't miss. Basically, yeah. I'd say make a perception check with Frankko helping you if you want to shoot the one near Frankko. It's very easy
All right,
unless you bomb it, and then you get to hit, and you won't have any concealment problems.
All right, let's do that then. So I'll do a perception. All right.
Yep.
Perception.
Yep. You're fairly
Okay.
certain that there is something.
And then, and then can I reload? And I want to activate the thing. Is that cost an action?
I don't think so. I think it's a reaction. Yeah, it's free. It says the envision. It has a little free icon next to it. So it's a free action to do.
Oh, okay, I get it. Okay, so then I will just load and do my hunter's aim shot.
Go for it. Yes, that is a critical hit.
Jeez. Somebody can roll tonight, at least.
Hey, thank goodness.
Okay, and so then it's a critical, so the fumble deck, or the critical deck first?
Yeah. You're right. Piercing. Until healed, the target is clumsy too and takes a minus 10-foot stance to all speed. Absolutely fantastic.
Okay. All right, and then that's normal critical damage. So there's that, and 1d8. Kind of and I'll say I used my thing, but my turn's over.
Yep. And as the elf takes damage, because now you know there was an elf. You watch as the fog immediately dissipates, and Frankko, you see in front of you this elf draped in bird feathers, and he's wincing in agony at the shot. And there's also a gnome up there who's no longer grappled. But now you see everything. Now the fog is gone. The elf has lost concentration. And it is Puck's turn. Puck, are you awake? Puck! We love you, Puck.
Hi.
Hi.
Kill the bird.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Even says in Goblins.
Go for it. Whatever you're gonna do to it.
Yeah. Well,
While you're doing that, here is the elven bird druid. That's a hit. Badoop. 7 damage, yeah. Badoop.
and that's me.
Alright. Mendax.
Oh boy. If I'm not mistaken, I think. Let's see, how do we do the movement? Go here, and if I want to take a turn.
I don't understand the question.
Is that how I do it? It's 45.
I don't see what you're doing, but yeah, I didn't see you measure
Yeah.
that. Is that 45?
Yeah,
45.
Okay. You are on a precarious edge there.
I am.
Yes, that'll be a precarious. If somebody shoves you, you're falling down.
I'll probably die. It's all right.
Okay.
All right. I will use my mighty dagger with flanking.
That's a hit.
With the clumsy and the flank.
It is not a
That's
critical hit even with clumsy in the flank, but it's close.
And Mendex is done.
All right. Index is done. Even. Oh, I forgot something. I'm dumb. It's fine. There's something else here too. There's a tree, but it has
The slow moving one.
the slow moving thing is a protected tree. That should have been absorbing some of those hits, but it's fine. It's there.
Oh, I did move right through it, by the way.
That's fine. I forgot it, so it didn't matter until now. Even
Okay, I did a great tumble through it. You didn't see it.
the fireball around you, even.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna move.
Oh, jeez.
And then I'll bite.
This is the gnome you're running at, by the way.
That's a good picture.
So yeah, so you run up, and yeah, that's a hit. For 10 damage.
God.
Take 10 damage, that's fine. Take 10 damage.
And I build grappler for free.
Oh, you could do that. Great. Okay.
Yep, and I'm still burning.
You have to make a grapple check, or does it have grab, or what do you mean when it's for free? What happens?
I get to do the assurance athletics. That worked.
Oh, yes, you're right. Yes, yeah, I guess you're right. It does. Yeah, because it doesn't use the map. You're right. Yeah. All right. So I should just remember what the heat metal thing is. It's 2d4. All right. So 4 more fire damage. All right. The gnome goes, and she shouts to the elf. She looks at the dwarf who's dead, shouts to the elf, and then looks back at you even. And she's wrestling around, but she's not trying to get out this time. And you watch as she reaches into her leafed cloak and she pulls something out. She's staring at a ferret. She takes the ferret and she puts its forehead to hers. And you watch as she breaks her hands free to do all this. She puts the ferret's hands to hers. She breathes deep. And then you hear... And I have to make a check to see first if I can even cast a spell before I do any of this dramatic bullshit. She can? Okay, cool. So she goes 1, 2, and you watch as the ferret in her hands begins crackling as if it was made of molten magma. It's a molten rock that's exploding. And you watch as... What is it? Come on. She sighs. She does her click. She pauses, and then
Nice.
the what's it called? The ferret explodes in a ball of flame, and she is holding it right to her forehead as it does. So make a reflex save.
Oh.
And is anybody else in that? I didn't actually check. Actually, let me place it again. I'm kind of curious.
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but it would be there. Yeah, no one else is in that. It was a little different. It could have got some other people. But you made that one even, so you only take half damage. She, on the other hand, leaned into it and purposefully critically failed to save. So even you take half damage, and she takes double damage and dies.
What the hell?
And the elf is now surrounded, and you watch as the elf runs and jumps off of the cliff.
Yeah, as I thought, turn into a bird. Get away.
And yeah, as you thought, poof, he is now an eagle, and he is flying away.
Shoot the arrow.
You can try. Alright, yeah, you guys have got basically one shot on him. I guess I have to remove the walls for you to actually see him, which is kind of shitty. But, let me do that real quick. I'm pretty sure I can just delete all the walls like that if I do this. I made an extra wall. There you go. At least some of them. And, yeah, he is down there. Can you see him down here? Here.
Yes.
Yeah, so you've got one turn to stop the bird druid. Frankko.
I think a pretty absurd range with penalties.
Yeah, I'm just I'm thinking of something more dramatic. Yeah. As Frankko does. So what I want to do, you can tell me if I have enough actions to do this. I assume since I'm going down, I could. Basically, he's going to book it as fast as he can, even if it requires him jumping down.
All right.
To get as far as he can.
Yeah.
Tie his rope to the arrow and fire it.
That's a lot of stuff. So tying your rope to an arrow and firing, that's 2 actions already, and then you can only move once, essentially.
Right, exactly. So I'm wondering if with the jump off of the cliff, I can get close enough to... Right, I'd have to be 50 feet away from him for my arrow, for the rope to reach.
I don't know.
Like if I jump.
I guess. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you jump down and got to here, got to this square, I would say you'd have one shot at it. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I want to try. So you just tell me what I have to roll to make all that happen.
It's an athletics check to jump, I guess, and not fall down. Oh, is it acrobatics to like tumble at the bottom of the jump? I don't fucking know. I'll say athletics until proven otherwise. So you're gonna jump down, not fall prone as part of the jump, because it's a 20-foot fall.
I'll re-roll.
Okay, so yeah, you jump and you lose your footing, and heroically, I think that's just barely okay. So yes, we'll say you make it, and then you run over to the edge.
Yep.
And you tie
the rope to the arrow, and
a penalty on the shot because there's a rope on the arrow. But let's see what you got.
This would be a nice time to finally crit.
That is not a crit, but it is a regular hit. Go ahead and roll your damages. 3 damages. All right.
So Frankko would kind of scream back, like, "Come brace me,"
All right, squirrel.
All right, so I'll do a running reload just to get a little closer. There, and then I'll do my hunter's aim. Fire. That's regular.
That is a regular hit. Aye. 8 and 6. Still alive for now.
That's it.
Fuck.
All right. Let's see if I can smack him. He is right at the edge of the range, I believe, at 60 feet.
Curse my positioning. Curses.
So, pew.
That is a hit. Clumsy bird. You can move if you want, but while you're doing
with the extend spell or reach spell, that's all my stuff.
Mendax.
All right. I think I'm 10 feet outside of my range. I'll drop my drop the rapier, pull out the bow, and I'll take 2 shots. We'll see what happens in the first one.
All right.
It is a -2 on this. I don't know how to put that in there.
Okay.
The -2 on whatever that is. Oh, that's terrible.
That is a miss.
All right, we'll do a second shot, even worse, and another -2.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That's a hit.
It's gonna be pretty sad here, though. There you go.
Even.
Is the tree still going?
Is the tree still going? I don't understand the question.
Is the tree?
Oh,
tree-
yes, the tree is still there. Yes. It hasn't really done much. It's effectively not there.
I don't think I can do anything meaningful. I assume that the eagle is not close to the ground.
Race me!
Race me!
What you?
Race me! I've got a rope attached to it right now.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Even will do that.
Runs over and hugs Frankko. All right.
There was a jump in there somewhere, yeah.
So he'll take the rope. He'll take the rope and pull it if Frankko will let him.
Sure, absolutely, yeah.
Okay. How many actions was that? You moved twice.
Two to move, and 1 to grab the rope.
He has a climb speed, so he can come down the 20 feet. Are you going to jump down, or are you going to climb down?
He'll climb whatever he has to do to get there.
Yeah, I think you can still make it there with all that. Okay. Yeah, we'll say it's.
Yeah, whatever.
And then you
Whatever we
grab
have
it.
to do. We don't brace him, grab it, whatever.
Okay, you grab it. You can't pull on it yet, but you can get your hands on it. You are now the one holding it, or you're both holding it. And then the elf gets to go. The elf eagle gets to go, and he is going to try to get away. So he is going to try to escape. He's got an arrow in him though, which is not super awesome. A 20. I don't know really what I'm going against here. Your athletics is a 22, so we're gonna say that's a no. And then he has a -5. That's a yes. Yeah. So you watch as he wriggles and he's stuck, and then he rips the arrow out of himself, and you watch as the bleeding bird flies off into the distance. And that is combat.
We don't get another hit at him.
Doesn't Frankko have some kind of way to taunt people and make them have to attack him?
No,
Well, if they want to,
you got it.
if they want to get rid of the frightened condition, I mean,
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I knew there was something, I just couldn't remember how it worked.
Right. So we're over, so I guess we should stop here. But let's talk. So MVPs, who did what well? Anybody?
I don't know. Anybody have good dice rolling tonight?
Squirrel. A lot of hits.
No nominations. Nobody. 0.
Yes, squirrel.
Yeah, I'm
Was
for the crits and noticing traps and
Yeah, lots of good stuff.
Mendax for bumbling into traps.
I still found it. That counts,
Yeah,
right?
It counts. Yeah, you were barely hurt by it.
10 points. I don't have a lot to start with.
Anybody else nominating anybody? All right, feel free. Oh, come on.
I'm trying to think.
Okay, so go ahead and do your /GM. Give me your votes. While you're doing that, I will read morals. I see Puck. You smell burned hair. It's tough to fire an arrow with a puppet on your other hands. Even is going to loot handy. Even knows fresh meat. Can songs be whispered into somebody's ear? You're all lucky that Squirrel is here. Action 3. I'm going to find the next pit trap. I'm going to have a nice drink of my new beer. Stupid clumsy bird. So feel free to vote with emojis. It is almost unanimously Squirrel, so congratulations, Squirrel. You are the MVP.
Yay, welcome back,
roll.
Squirrel.
Welcome back. And
Good return.
Vote with your emojis. So far, I think you're all lucky that Squirrel is here. Is currently the winner. Go ahead and vote. And while that is settling, you have all leveled to 5th level.
Oh,
Yay.
Hooray!
that's because
That's exciting.
Damn it! I knew that elf was going to get away. I thought about grabbing the elf and didn't do it. Should have done it. Oh well.
I could
like,
see it.
"No,
I could see I could see
bring
the
it back."
cogs in your brain working. I knew that that Nas knew that. I'm not sure if Eva knew that, but Nas certainly knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
mean, I don't think it's a stretch to see someone in bird feathers fly, but
you're not wrong. All right. So I guess you're all lucky that Squirrel is here as the moral. There appears to be. So there you go. That's the MVP. That's the moral.
Keeping with the theme.
it is.
It is. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So thanks for playing. Anybody out there watching? Thanks for watching.
I got the list of people if you want to hear them real quick.
At least the people who watched. You were stalking.
Yeah, the
them
people
with.
watching. We got 4.
4.
So, I know. A Graph It's a Graph Newbie GM, Nintella, and Rogue Girl.
And one of those might not be a bot. Hey, we're moving up in the world.
Yeah,
now.
real
This
people.
is great. These are
Thanks for actually watching tonight.
Woo!
Hopefully, we're entertaining.
Doobly-doo, follow, all that good stuff. I love everything. Everything's wonderful. Thanks for playing.